Hola. Hola everybody. What's up? How's it going, everyone? Boys! Yeah, today we're gonna look at I forgot we don't have the actual full list up on the site yet. Let me double check. Yeah, I guess it should be this weekend though, right? It's always like a week before. We have essentially all of the cards revealed though. Almost all of them. There'll probably be some commons and uncommons, I think, potentially. I should look. Yeah, hold on. Dang it, I forgot those was one that fill it in for you. What up, Alpha Panda? Here we go. Got this list. We'll be running through the card reveals in the Discord too. Oh, that'd be cool if I could scroll through these. I think we have all of the all the SRs and everything, right? I know we have all the SRs. Do we have all the rares too? I think we do. Does this have... Damn, they're quick. They got that all that updated. Maybe the alt arts too. I'll use the Discord though, just so that you guys can read the English at the same time. Some of these, so they did their like box opening video yesterday that they always do like a week before release. And that's when we get to fill in like most of all the other cards. But yeah, I haven't seen every single one. There's a lot of like, you know, some of them slip through the cracks, so. And I wanted to double check today so I can see some of the like some of the random red cards and stuff. I don't remember. Happy Thursday slash Friday. Hopefully Hashira, Rip Hunter. We're sad or happy that removal just got dunked on even more. I mean, I'm pretty happy. I don't think those cards are too crazy right now. This Laboon's awesome though. Like the black and purple ones are pretty crazy because that's just like not a cost. Of course, they make the green one the hardest to use. It's like, it's just the way it goes. I don't remember what is Kobe's. Is it like minus power or something? Okay, this one's kind of rough too, actually. Minus your power by leader's power by 2,000 for this turn. Red and green getting shafted. There's nothing new there. This Rebecca alt art's so good. I think hands down this is my favorite alt art for sure. Like 1,000,000%. The which one was it? One of the NLs looked, I think, yeah, Gavin pulled this one on the video. It actually looks, the like foiling and stuff looks crazy. This is a nice card. I was actually surprised. It looks like SP level of like foiling, which is crazy. It's really cool that like I don't know, like this is just an SR super or a super alt art, right? And it already feels like it's like an SP level of foiling, which is crazy. Cool to see though. I think the green one is fine. The green one is fine, but it's like, yeah, the red and the green one are like kind of hard to use compared to the other ones. I mean, like, purple is the easiest. Minusing a Dawn is like, for most purple decks nowadays, it's like free real estate. Ways have ways to restand cards. I mean, the nice thing is that you can rest Laboon. So realistically, it's like you only need one. But if you play Laboon off of something like 6-cost Law, I don't know why you would do that, but like there's a few weird instances where I think it would be like not as easy. But as long as Laboon's standing, it's like you can rest Laboon and one other card, right? But if you need to keep them around, you need 2 other cards, and that's like outside of like Mihawk, that's pretty hard. It's not easy to do. Maybe for like a red green Law or yellow green Law. Maybe we could. Should we run through like from the start? Hey, what up, Hero? Ohio. Random question: with EVO3 coming out from the West, is it worth investing playing Duo Yamato Red Green Odin? Have been playing for a few sets now. I mean, if you like those leaders, yeah, definitely. But are they like super competitive? Not really. The EVO3 Yamato is really, really good though. It was just hard when it came out for us in the East because you still kind of lose to Emu. A UP Luffy was still... UP Luffy with 8-cost Roger is like pretty hard. If they see like... If they can do like 9-cost Sanji and a Mihawk and then Roger, like you just can't win. So... Red Green Odin... We tried cooking a little bit, but I don't know. But in terms of fun and like giving you some new tools to cook those decks, yes. Balloon requires you to bottom deck a character. Oh yeah, I don't. That makes sense. He can easily go himself. Purple, red, blue, all good. I don't. The red one depends. The red one kind of depends. Because there's gonna be situations where like you have to decide
now one is now following
or saving your character. Kyon Snow, thanks for the follow. We can run through the cards here. The older ones we can kind of just skim through. So I think this Luffy is pretty good. 7 cost Robin. Essentially, you just play out. It's like a go wide card. It's a cycle, and then you play out a 5 or less Sky Island. So you try to play out Wiper or like the secret rare Luffy. Swiper is really good. Swiper is kind of crazy. Like, even if you don't KO anything, getting the minus 2k power is really strong. Because you could do, like... I guess on your 9 Dawn turn. Like, if you did, like, Wiper... No, you'd have to do, like, Robin something, then Wiper on 9? Nah. It's just, like, early game. Early game is good. But even in a weird pinch, like if you just wanted to go for board or something, and on like 9 Dawn turn, you have like Wiper plus the 4 causes Oro or something, you could always just heal, and then play this and like go for board. I don't know. It's just a good card. Nami Search. Gone Fall. I was thinking about this card a little bit more yesterday. It just seems really bad because of that second stipulation. Like, it becoming a 1 cost is awesome, but like, bro, I don't know. I guess, would this ever be like like if you're facing somebody who's like healing a bunch, or like they're stalling or starving you or something? I don't know. Like if you're starving each other, I just can't imagine this ever resting more than like a 1 cost when it like 1 or a 2 cost when it really matters, you know? I forgot what this Kagura does. What up, Cheerio? Yeah, Nell I think is very good. Black and green are fine to strong depending on the context. Blue is A. I mean, I think black, green, and blue are all within the I think black is easy. Trashing a card is like the easiest decision to make outside of just returning a Dawn. I mean, they're all good, but it's just like if anyone's doing like multiple removal, or like how does it stack over turns, I think purple's the easiest. Green is harder to do it multiple times because you're like, unless you're running Mihawk and have a bunch of characters, but like, you know, I don't know, like Wiper KOs things. It's all very weird and situational. I agree for that. You think it could be good in Mihawk depending on how the meta goes after rotation? Yeah. You're really gonna play that to kind of protect a blocker in some situations? To protect a blocker? What do you mean? Yeah, I mean, it's good against Jozu, but like... Yeah, it should be fine against Jozu, right? Because you have Laboon and then the other character. At worst, right? You probably have your standing character plus Laboon. But, yeah, that should be fine. Because even if you rest Laboon and the character, they probably can't get rid of the character. But if they have like a chump on the board, they can take out Laboon, so... But it's worth it, right? I mean, it's the same thing as them... Well, it's a little bit worse than them bouncing like something like Tashigi back into your hand. Because you don't get the 2k back. Open the OP3 box. EBO 3 box. I'm kind of meh. Oh, can't complain, but I wanted to. What did you hit? Did you put it in the thing? Oh. Got a Koala. And Robin. Some of your faves. And the Yamato. Oh, the Yamato. That's sick. I understand, though. This is not the craziest box. Vivi's awesome, though. This is such a good alt art. Honestly, hitting Nami and Robin is probably, like, makes your box, though, doesn't it? That's pretty good. Oh, yeah, it could be good for RG Luffy. I was actually thinking about Red Green Luffy yesterday. I think there will be like a number of good like counter picks into the OP15 meta, and he could be one of them. But I needed to double check what he's losing in rotation. Yeah, like Cavendish, Laboon. I was thinking for like non-Supernova, non-Bonnie decks. Because that's always a good move, right? I was thinking of like, what would Carrot do, or what would Mihawk do? Mihawk, you don't really need to do anything if you have 5-cost Tashigi. But like, you can't play on curve plus play Laboon for most things, right? If that makes sense. Like, it has to come down the turn before. Unless you have something like a Cavendish. Hey, what up, Russell? Up top, big dog. Big dog. Yeah, I think that's a pretty good box, right? I didn't see you hit the Nami and the Robin at first. That's pretty decent. Just wanted the SP. How much are the SPs going for? That's crazy. What up, No? How's it going? Hold on, like, time to make Fidelio cry. But the Yamato? I'm happy if you pulled that. I don't have any of those Yamato alt-arts. Yeah, Zoe. Yeah, but you gotta have it. We all know how easy it is to just not have Zoe. I think Laboon is really good, though. Like, honestly, could replace Tashigi in a lot of decks. Or give you an 8th, like a 5th to 8th removal protection. Big dog. How did your Nats go, Russell? How was Nats? And anyone else, if you went to Nats this past weekend, let me know how it went. Ace versus Purple Doflamingo was not in my bingo book for finals. I'll tell you that much. But shout out to Rickmaster Flash with that 3rd place RG Luffy. So you always use activate, so it's default rested. Yeah, but I think Alpo was saying that you get the Dawn up to play the Lebloon if you need, right? Open your case. Took 8 boxes to hit a playset of SR Narmi. Jesus Christ. But that's pretty good, right? Hit SP Robin Raging. Ooh. Oh, wait, double SP? Terrible. I won 1 dice roll all day. Fuck. Some mediocre hands and didn't play well. Damn. GG's though. I mean, that shit happens, bro. Those big tournaments, man. Card games are so brutal sometimes. Okay, let's keep it moving a little bit too. Trash 1 card. Oh yeah, you trash a card, search, but you can grab 2. I think this card could be okay. Maybe a Kalgara card that you play with your leader effect on curve if you're like super zooming. I don't know. Would have to test it. Yeah, that's a fire case, bro. That sounds really, really good. Why is everyone complaining about gas pulls? It was just Cheerio. What a Mr. Jaker. What Orion? Mondragon. Monsieur Mondragon. We had a weird Noland. When attacking. Oh yeah, when attacking one of your call guards gets rush. Weird, but kind of a cool 2K. Anel, dude, I really wish they had used a different art. I hate this art so much. Like, he looks like the he looks like the white trash guy that shows up to a high school party with four locos and like just talks about like stupid shit the whole time. I don't know how to. I was gonna go a little deeper there, but I don't want to get canceled. So he just looks like this is such a punchable face, bro. He looks like the villain in all, like every like mid 2000s like Emperor's New Groove type animation, like Age of Atlantis, like that you just want to punch the entire fucking movie and you're just like, oh my god, I can't wait until you die later. And I like Enel as a character, and it's not in a good way, not in a good way of like, oh, he looks like menacing or whatever. Like, he just looks like a little bitch, and I hate that. The alt art's better, obviously, but Salt Bay Enel. That's actually pretty funny. Broke even with the SPs. That's amazing. Yeah, trailer park. It looks like he's about to what are the names? Ricky? Oh my gosh. Dude, Trailer Park Boys. I forgot the names of most of the Trailer Park Boys. That's crazy. Jesus Christ, Ricky. Is it Ricky? Isn't Ricky? Ricky, Bubbles, and Larry? No. Hold on. Side quest. Side quest. Yeah, Ricky, Julian Leahy, Mr. Leahy. Bubbles, Lucy, Ray. Jesus Christ, Ray. Dude, this show is so crazy. No, who's Mr. Leahy's like dude? Is it Corey? Is it this dude? Is his name Corey? I don't remember that at all. I really didn't like when some of my friends showed me this show, and it was hard for me to like watch the first like part of it, but then once you kind of get used to it, you're like, damn. Randy. It's Randy. Yeah, Randy. Randy. Once you get used to it, and like some of the, like after the first season or two, I think it's really, really funny. That show is insane. What up, Blackest Gemini? Yes, sir, on Trailer Park Boys. Okay, Kamakiri, Rocky, just blocker. On play with an Shandian warrior type character card with positive.
The Blackest Gemini is now following.
Thank you for the follow. I guess you could play like this Kalgara. I'm interested. These cards, like none of it makes sense to me until I see it like in play in a Kalgara deck or something. Conus. Just like a draw, 2K. Not the worst card actually. We got Taco Balloon. Great art. 6 cost an L. The blocker one. The nice thing is that, like, thank God they made you trash a card. If this was just perma blocker, I think it would be insane. Kalgara's no 3. Yeah, the 3 Dawn. The green vest guy, Ohm. Yeah, I mean he had like what, the Braham or whatever before, but you never really wanted to use leader effect on turn 2 before as Kalgara. And Elmi DMG, Elmi Das Bones. I mean, for resting, yeah. I mean, there's tons of things that can rest this. I wonder how Croc does into an L. I think if you go first, you could actually win. Hit that Miss All Sunday. Because you can like take out his units early with Bonchan and Das Bones, and then if you hit your curve, I think if you hit your curve, you could beat an L as Black Croc. I'm not sure though. This Krieg's really good. On play, give up to 3 of your opponents rested Dawn cards to one of your opponent's characters, then you get Rush. You get Rush no matter what. And then activate main. Once per turn, if this character was played this turn, give each of your opponent's characters minus 1,000 power for each Dawn card given to that character until the end of your turn. So they get minus 1k for every Dawn given to them per character. This is a really good card. I mean, it's like crazy, but I don't know if it's gonna be enough. We'll have to see. I think Krieg is gonna be a hard leader to play because he's like walking a very fine line. I think he's like really fragile, but has great defensive capabilities, which makes it like really weird. I don't know. Super weird. This Zeph is good because it's when attacking, but it's gonna hurt just playing him on 7. But assuming you hit your curve, I think you do. No, because Yin is 6 cost to play out of 5. If you could do like Alvida into Zeph, you still get you just need a way to get the Dawn on leader if you're playing this on curve, is basically what I'm saying. Nell's gonna lose so bad to Yellow Luffy. Pronos will bully a Nell. Yeah, I could see a Nell losing to Yellow Luffy. I think some people are saying that Luffy is favored so far. And Croc does okay once he builds their board first. Yeah, I mean an L will always be able to build his board, so that's the problem. These guys always get to on your opponent's creature so long you keep him alive. Yeah, it's a hit. Krieg will lose to removal for sure. Any kind of removal, she's just donezo. Red, green, Luffy, Ace. Use any of the green Straw Hats. I think Usopp is the only and this Brook are the only green Straw Hats, right? I'm not sure. Probably not Brook. I don't think you're good. I don't know if you're, well, maybe. I have no clue, actually. I don't know if you're running, I don't know what the package is. I don't know if you're actually running Straw Hats. It's kind of weird. What up, Raftera? Think Croc had a chance to. Yeah, Enel might be able to just kind of rush Croc down, so I'd be a little worried. The new generic green card is kind of fire. Yeah, the Laboon is great. Laboon's awesome. The Mihawk is pretty good too. I kind of like that Mihawk. The Usopp's okay. So Krieg, if you have a Dawn, you're essentially doing minus 2k power to all your opponent's characters. I can remain once per turn. Rest up to one of your characters with 2 or more given Dawn cards. Really cool. Kind of crazy. It's weird because like everything about this leader seems like I should like him a lot more, but I think it's partly because it's Krieg. I don't really care about Krieg. I don't really care about the East Blue characters much. Like, I think Kuro is cool, but it's hard for me to like invest in a leader or get super hyped for a leader before I try it, at least if it's not like a cool theme that I like. That's very big for me. Green Yellow Kuma is coming. I can feel it. That would be, whew, that would be awesome. How are the Black Straw Hats? Asking for a friend. Really good. I mean, like, Nami is amazing. The new 7 cost Luffy is insane. You want first? Yeah, I could see that. I think first and just have a Dawn on. Oh shit, dude. Ludwig is live? Bro is trying to steal my audience. Search, another search, cheap card, 4 costs. Yeah, like the Arlong. And then Gin. Yeah, I mean, I could see second too, actually, though. Like Arlong, Gin, and then Krieg. I don't know. Or Arlong, Gin, Zeph plus Dawn, and then Krieg for like finisher. Not quite sure. Brook is cool though. This is a really good card. On play, rest one up to your opponent's cards. Rest up to one of your opponent's cards. Anything is cool. Anything can be rested. The Pearl is good too. Oh, that new Ryuma. That new Ryuma is so cool. I don't think it's very good, but it's very cool to me. Dude, on 10 Dawn, if you're playing Perona, you can KO a 4 cost and a 5 cost. Crazy. So we got Brook, who's according to the rules, you don't lose the game for having 0 cards in your deck. Instead, at the end of the turn where your deck becomes 0, you lose the game. And I don't have official confirmation, but I'm like 99.999% sure that even if you hit 0, but then you put cards back in your deck, you still lose. You still lose. The way it's worded and what I've heard from other people is that you just still lose. It's the turn that your deck hits 0, you lose at the end of the turn. So because the stipulation is just the turn that your deck hits 0, it doesn't matter. It's not a condition check, if that makes sense. It doesn't check if you have 0 cards in your deck at the end of your turn. It's just the turn that it hits 0, you die. So there is no like looping cards back into the deck. You lose this turn. And then activate main once per turn. Place 4 just trash 4 cards. Then if your deck is 0 cards, set one of your characters as active. I played some Brook last night, actually, playing with friends, and he's so much fun. This deck is really good. He's really strong. I think he's gonna be really good into Boa. I wasn't able to test against any of the new leaders though, so I don't know about Luffy. I don't know about Enel. But I think Enel can struggle against decks that can rush him down. So that could be good. Luffy, I have no clue. Luffy might come down to like really getting like double attack Luffy, secret Luffy into like 7-cost Luffy. And then just like 5 life leaders are harder, but it's like not impossible. Yeah, Zeph and PRB Sanji is fire. What up, Terrific Dots? And Nico, what's up? From our testing yesterday too, Brook really wants to go second. You really want to play Chopper. Chopper on curve, get your trash going. You use leader effect every single turn. And try and hit like 6-cost secret rare Luffy into Nami plus 7-cost Luffy. And then your board is just crazy. Okay, guys, cool effect, but the deck building will be too restrictive. Yeah, that's the thing too, is you need East Blue stuff. Most builds will be sharing the best build East Blue cards, and there won't be much room for flexibility. I agree completely. Which is like a turnoff. It's a bit of a turnoff for me, because I like the idea of having more room. Like, even Brook seems like it's kind of like solved, but I do think there's actually a lot of room with some of the extra green cards. Like, I was talking to my friend yesterday about like Film Sanji, the 5-cost, running some other cards. I don't think you run like 9-cost Zoro or anything in this deck though. Like you are trying to end the game very, very quickly, and there might be other ways to build it and play it, but like it just doesn't make sense to not just play it that way. You know what I mean? Like you're trying to get to your leader effect. You can like taper it. You can kind of, you know, finagle your way through, like, okay, I can do it this next coming turn, so this turn I need to like push to here. I need to make sure I can survive one more turn. It does feel a lot like Yamato, I'm not gonna lie. If you like the kind of like Unga Boonga, like 1-turn KO like decks, then I think Brook is good. If you like a really safe, control-y, like if you like Emu or Ace, I don't know if you're gonna like Brook. I can just tell you that much right now. Yeah, on play and when attacking is very good. What's the point with the stipulation? I'm still confused about it. Like some people were saying that like if you mill to 0, but then you use a card that puts cards back in your deck, then you could like restand the character but then not lose, and then use the effect again next turn and then restand again. But it doesn't work that way. I'm like pretty positive it does not work that way. Yeah, Nami on 8. You want a Nami on 8 hard, like really, really hard. Like that's kind of the main thing. Like yesterday, my mulligans were turning into like 2-cost Chopper, 1-cost green Nami search if I could afford it, and 8-cost Nami. Because all you need to do, having your 6th on curve is important too. But hopefully, you just kind of hope you can get there with something, because you have like 5 and 6 costs that you can play on turn 3. The main things for me was like if I didn't have Nami, it felt really, really bad. Because you're gonna fill up your trash, like you're gonna have the Nami targets there almost guaranteed. It's like really hard because you're gonna have like 20 to 30 cards in your trash at that point. But yeah, Nami on 8, play out the 7-cost, the new 7-cost Luffy. He did feel pretty good. It plays like a mid-range, swarm aggro, like it's just like a mid-range beatdown Oko 1-turn KO deck. But he zooms, yeah. Brook looked good last night, but he can have a lot of potential holes in his game. Yeah, we were saying like decks that can like stun characters from attacking can shut Brook down. He does have pretty good removal protection, so I don't think that's like his biggest worry. Decks that can just survive. Decks that can just crazy survive, I think, are good. But Brook is good. Brook is good into... The nice thing about the 7-cost Luffy is because it buffs your leader to 7k. So, like, normally I would think that Brook actually kind of loses to a deck like Boa. But I think he's actually favored into Boa because of his own aggression plus defensive capabilities with like 7-cost Luffy. Arouge has confirmed it for me. Yellow Kid's gonna get a nasty starter deck. Oh yeah, that'll be... That new Arouge is pretty good. Oh yeah, the new Fire Fist event. Anything that can stop the power of like the character attacking next turn is really good. Like Lucy, I could see beating Brook for sure. I'm also excited about this leader. When attacking, on your opponent's attack, you may trash any number of event or stage cards from your hand. This leader gains plus 1k power during this battle for each card trash. So it's the same thing as Red Ace. Except I don't think you could trash stage cards with Ace back in the day. Could you? It's coming as a Red Ace main, but I forgot. Sorry. Because when we ran the Ace stage, oh, I missed that. Striker, dude. Oh my god, you guys remember that? Holy shit. I'm pretty sure it was just events though, but I could be wrong. I don't remember. Activate main once per turn. If you've activated an event card with a base cost of 3 or more during this turn, draw 1 card. So it's just like, so you can see it's like defensive cycle. Defensive, but also offensive, which is nice. That was my favorite part about Red Ace, is like his effect was reactionary and proactive at the same time, like defensive and offensive at the same time. And you got to run really fun events. Probably dies to RG, Luffy, and Bonnie. Probably dies to Luffy. Although, I don't know. Yeah, I could see Luffy being good against Brook. Bonnie we'll have to see. Probably Bonnie would be fine. I don't know what Bonnie's gonna look like in OP15, if I'm being completely honest. It sucks because like, if Kid wasn't getting banned, I legit, no cap, think like RG Luffy and like a really tanky RG Law and like 8-cost Kid Bonnie build would be so fucking good. Into like all the OP15 leaders. Green didn't deserve Laboon? What? That's slander, bro. You give Green everything. The need to give Green everything is getting frustrating. I don't know if I can agree with you on that one. It's on the description. Still play Mihawk or Bonnie in OP15. Want control decks? Yeah. We were talking about it too, though. I think Mihawk can be decent in OP15. It'll be interesting though, because from April we can't do Wano build anymore. But I think like just put Carrot back in the build. I think like a Supernova Carrot build would probably handle a lot of the meta. Lucy's awesome. This seems pretty cool. I don't know if I'll end up like super playing this leader, but definitely one that I want to test. This is the stage. On play, if your leader is dress type, draw 1 card. So nice, you get the cycle, which is like, I think it's completely necessary for like any stage anymore. You gotta have the cycle. On your opponent's attack, you may rest the stage and trash 1 event or stage card from your hand. Up to one of your leader characters gains 2,000 power during this battle. So it's just like a souped up like extra leader effect, which is pretty good. I think it's good. Rebecca can't attack. Activate main, you may rest this leader and return 1 of your Dressrosa type characters to your hand. Play up to 1 Dressrosa type character card with a cost of 3 or less from your hand. So like potentially like, I don't know. There could be room where Rebecca is good if you can set up properly. But I think like the stipulation of having to return a character to your hand is like risky. And I think it's going to, like, if you just don't open with like your search, or the card that you need to like put down and then take back, I think you're going to die. But I could see, honestly, I could see Rebecca being like Shirahoshi, where like you could see some potential at the start, and like she wasn't very good, and like a few cracked cards later, slowly getting more support down the line, this leader could be really, really good. Probably depends on the meta and stuff too. But yeah, I don't know if she will do anything too crazy out of the gate, but I think there will be some cool combos that you can do and might be alright. Kyros is okay. Yeah, Bonnie might be okay in OP15. Like, I don't know though. Like, if you can beat Enel and Yellow Luffy, I think any deck that can beat Enel and Yellow Luffy has a shot in OP15. So thinking Carrot coping that leader can finally break into the meta. Yeah, Carrot could be very good too. I think Carrot has a lot of ways to deal with Enel, especially if you run Mistems, because you can make all of his 6 cost 5 cost. And the thing that Carrot is really, really good against Enel, in my opinion, is like if you have Zoe, right? You just essentially like can rest one of his 1 cost for free, like swing into it with a Wanda and restand your Wanda, which is like really, really important. So that every turn, for every like 1 cost that he plays, you have like a way to deal with it and get it off the board. Because I think Enel needs to stack his 1 costs. Like if he plays it and then you KO it before he can swing with it, like he loses so much value in his leader effect. And then you have so many ways to deal with his 6 costs. But yeah, I mean a lot of people I know were talking about how at the very least like 5 cost Carrot's gonna be good against that deck, right? Yeah, it was only events, right, for OP3As? Oh, stage as well? I gotta double check. Because I forgot. Asu! Yeah, you can trash stage too. Yeah, okay. Yeah, event or stage. I just didn't remember. Sorry, I'm a fake fan. Alright, trash 1 card. If your leader's Rebecca, it gets rush. On KO, add this character from the trash to your hand. That's really good. Like, that on KO effect is crazy. I don't know. Trashing a card to become rush is a little rough. Unless you just have a bunch of draw. If Shira didn't get some insane support, I think I'd be more interested in Rebecca. Yeah, Shirahoshi's pretty good too. I feel like Shirahoshi could maybe beat Luffy and Enel. Like, not even like coping there. Feels similar to Jinbei. She should probably run a similar top end as well. Rebecca feels similar to Jinbei? Which one? Blue Jinbei? Other thing about Rebecca is her cards seem really good in Usopp. Yeah, maybe just better Usopp for Usopp, right? Who's hating on green? I get it. If you're just coming straight off of OP14, I understand. Like, green is really bad right now. And it's probably just going to be relegated to like a counter pick for OP15. Which is where it normally is. Build a stun build, Mihawk can control the meta. Yeah, maybe. I think it will just depend if you can survive. You need to be able to survive. I don't doubt that you can control things and win. I don't doubt that Mihawk can like beat every deck. But it's like, can you survive against all the decks? And also, I don't know how the Luffy matchup will go. I really don't know. Also, sorry, my wife is vacuuming. Doesn't it used to have 1 more month for ACOS Kid meta? Well, we still have ACOS Kid for 1 more month too, actually. I'm on Supernova Carrier at the moment. Nice. Craftera looking into the future. I mean, it just makes sense, right? 0 hype for OP15 leaders is a shame because they have some amazing A's. They do have, some of them are cool, I agree. I think Enel will be that good. I think Enel will be very, very good. Like, immediately a tier 1 contender. And it'll just depend. There's a few, we can get into it with the, here, you know what? Let me, we can kind of, you guys have been able to see these cards, so maybe we should just get to the new one. I do want to say though, this card's insane. This Luffy is insane. 10 or more cards, you get, become a 9k power and 10 cost, so you're 17 cost. And if there's 20 or more during your opponent's turn, your leader becomes 7k. And 20 or more is really easy to get to, because you do like 4, 8, 12, 16. So like what, 1, 3, 5, 7. By the time you would even play this card, you're at 16 cards in trash from leader effect. So all you need is like 1 chopper plus another trashing effect, and you're a 7k leader for the rest of the game. And it's like just really strong. I don't know, just really strong. And then 30 or more cards, this character gains plus 1k power. So like late game, it becomes a 10k. Pirate Docking 6. This card was good. This card was good, but it feels like a little hard to play. It's weird. It's a little weird. Going first, obviously you can play it, but going second, I just felt like I always wanted to play the Secret Rare Luffy. But if you don't have it, you can play this too. This card felt pretty good actually. Like, just being able to stun something with an original 5 or less, and it doesn't need to be rested. It's just one of your opponent's characters, which is good. This card's good, I think. Helps you like cycle, it helps you draw, and it helps you draw and go wide early as Lucy, and then you can return a stage to its owner's hand, which is fucking crazy. Great like emu tech. Gidatsu is just like draw a card, and then this one, yeah, on KO you KO at 2k or less. Ohm is give minus 1k. Fuza is unblockable essentially. Shura is draw 1, or sorry, rush, the rush one. They all have this like Dawn minus 1 draw 1 card, which is stupid and kind of crazy. This is the chump blocker. Satori looks at top 2 cards and then places them in any order on the top or bottom. You don't draw, but you like, well, you do draw 1 here, but when you attack, you like set up your top 2 cards. This Zoro is really good. It's a blocker with like anti removal. Sanji's really good. This is great for late game when you still have like you have like 12 to 14 cards in trash. You just play, you do like leader effect and then like 1 or 2 Sanjis, and it can help you get to 0 if you want to use leader effect for Brook. This chopper is really good because this is essentially your like this is like your central piece in the early and mid game, because it helps you trash, and then you can leave it on the board. If you're not worried about removal, you leave it on the board. Like one time I left it on the board and then I drew into the piece I needed, so I didn't need to use him for that, and I just used his effect later on to grab like a 2k from trash, like a 2k straw hat. This is the Search Enel. So it's the same thing as the blocker, but you look at the top 5 cards and put it to your hand, and like you do have to trash a card, which is nice, but it's like free cycle with and you don't have to show your opponent. This card's good. All the 0 costs are like good, right? This Luffy is really interesting. I think we should talk about him because it's like, and this is if you have 6 or more Dawn, it's not your opponent. He gets rush, so you can't play him on curve, or like he doesn't get rush on curve. And then when your opponent activates an event or blocker, reveal the top card of your life. And this is really important because I thought it was different. I thought it was a flip face up, like the top card of your life, so that you can't use it again. And then this turn the character has power This character gains plus 1,000 power for every cost of the revealed card. So like I saw this in a game somebody was doing because I didn't realize it works this way, and I'm not 100% sure, but I'm pretty sure it will work this way. Like, let's say you have Luffy's on board, and you're attacking with other characters first, and your opponent uses an event. You reveal the card. Let's say it's a 4 cost, so Luffy becomes 11k, but you don't leave the card revealed. You flip it back down because it's just the reveal effect. It's like a GUI Law or I don't know, like some of the other effects that are like that. Let's say the next attack your opponent has to block. You flip it over again and he gets another plus 4k. Like, it compounds. It's exponential. Which is fucking crazy, because like imagine you flip your life over and it's 10 cost an L. He becomes a 17k. If your opponent like sometimes your opponent's gonna try not to block and use events, right? But sometimes they have to. And like if you can save this Luffy for last, or let's say you even swing with the Luffy once, but you believe like you still have like 7 Dawn left over, and then like if this Luffy like you can, if you have another one, you can put it down, and then like it just keeps exponentially getting stronger. Obviously it would make more sense when you can see it, but yeah, the Japanese as well is kokaisuru, which just means reveal. You don't have to leave it face up, so I'm pretty sure it's exponential, which is crazy. This Zoro's stupid. Really strong card. You just heal. Search Rebecca that gets blocker, which is really good. I think this card's awesome in Lucy, and obviously Rebecca as well. This Nami's crazy. It's really, really good. I actually kind of like the normal art better than the alt art. Probably not foiling wise, but just like art wise. Essentially you just grab your 7 cost Nightmare Luffy or the 6 cost double attack, or even Brook if you have to, and then it gets rush. It's really, really strong. This Sabo's really good. Just 9k blocker. Play an event from your hand. Gien plays out of 5 costs. You can skip some of these. This Usopp seems pretty decent. All these events, I think. Which one was it? Was it this one? No, there was a different one. Golden Rifle. This is just a 1 Dawn heal if you're at 0 life for free. If you're Luffy, you need to be Straw Hat, so that's important. Jambore. Jambalaya. This is like stunning, a 6k or less. Then we got Fire Fist. This card I think is going to be really meta relevant, because I think it's just really strong because of minus 8k power until the end of your opponent's next turn, which I think is really, really good. Because like in a meta where you can't remove things, the next best thing is to like incapacitate them, which is why like Law and Beppo, stuff like that is good. But this is, you know, like even a 12k, if you give it minus 8k, if you can't KO it, if you just need to like if you play 7 cost Sabo, you give your leader, you play this for free, you give your leader plus 3k, and then you minus some 8k to like a 12k new gate or something. Like even if you're not going for lethal, you just played a blocker and it validated one of their attacks next turn, like stuff like that. So even if you're not doing the KO effect, I think it's really good. This card's good. My friend wasn't playing this in his Brook deck yesterday, and we were like, this is the card we definitely needed to add in. He just wasn't sure, so he was just trying something else out. But I think this card's just so good to trash the 5, because you get to this point where like you're like, oh, I'm like 3 cards short from using my leader effect, but I die next turn. So this card's crazy that it's only 1 cost. It can stun an 8 cost, but it needs to have 2 or more given Dawn. This card's good. This is draw 3 cards with the Lucy effect too, because of leader effect. And I could see that being pretty good. Like, play this for 3, draw 1 card, and then give something blocker. This Sanji I thought was bad at first, but it's really, really good. Because I like misread it. I just misread it at the time. Like if they take life, it gets -2 cost. So you can just play it for, it's like a 4/6 2k plus. This being a 6 cost is so good for 5 cost Luffy, the secret rare. Like it could have just been a 4/6 for no reason kind of a thing, but instead this being a 6 is even stronger because one, it's harder to remove obviously, and then the other thing is this gives the secret Luffy a 6k buff, which is insane. Unfortunately this is a promo, so I have no clue if you guys get it in the West, and it's probably gonna be a little expensive for us to get in the East. This card was good. I liked it. It just has like a rad beam. And you get to 15 so easily that you just pump. This is good for pumping your the 7 cost Luffy and like combining it to go for a lethal, like really, really strong. The 1/2 of the Flame Emperor there, which I think is really good. Manga now. Okay, now we can get to the actual rest of the reveals. There's not too much stuff here, so we can go through it lightly. But let me catch up on chat. What are you guys thinking? There's a site with all the real cards sorted by color if you want. Really? Is it in English? Because I have like this one. But I want you guys to be able to read the English. And I don't want to just sit here and translate everyone. If they move the 30 card requirement first, I wouldn't have a problem. Depends on the translation. Yeah, for the Luffy, yeah, I'm pretty sure that's how it works. So you have no Zo or all Zo. Yeah. Carrot still has that problem. Carrot loses to itself a lot. Because we ain't playing the same, we get a post rotation. I mean, our OP15, we only have 1 month until rotation, and a lot of the events at Bandai Card Fest for us are with post rotation already included. So it's essentially the same thing. It's just like the flagship meta is going to be different essentially. If you have 10 cards in hand, can you swing 10 times with Kyros Rush? I don't know. No, because you have to rest the leader, so you can only do it once. Perona got shadow buffed. Yeah, a little bit, sort of. Bandai bans Emu, then Bonnie will be in the spot. Yeah, I mean, it would be nice. I don't think they're gonna ban Emu though. I don't know if Emu's gonna be super relevant in OP15 though. But we'll have to see. Let's just see if any crocodiles shout Nightmare Luffy. Yeah, maybe. I think Crocodile is just a hard deck to run anything that's not Baroque Works though. But as like a little tech, definitely could see it. Cards are not annoying. It is annoying that you just like draw for no reason. The Just Roast of Sanji is good. The Unblockable, I think we skipped past that. But yes, it's very good. It's crazy because it's just any character. But it's only a one key counter, but it's a blocker, so it's probably worth playing. Play this at a couple copies. Like, not hard to put this in at like 2. Viola, good search. All right, Jinzhao. Trash event, draw 2. Opponent's turn, KO. Opponent plays 1 card in the hand at the bottom of the deck. Seems kind of mid. Bobby Funk. The Funk Brothers. Right about now. Funk Soul Brother. Disappointing there's no Brook works this set. Yeah, a little sad. Yo, what up, Nor? Didn't realize you're streaming? Yeah, you're bad, bro. The fuck? What the fuck? What the fuck, bro? What are your thoughts on EBO3 VV? I like VV. She's cool. I don't think she does well in any format where Emu is good, though. That is a very, very bad matchup. And Mihawk can be very hard, too, because she's Slash. I don't think Mihawk is impossible, but it's a bad matchup for VV. I love Bandai power creep. In a blink of an eye, the Emu is getting pushed out when it seems so broken. Yeah, for sure. I think definitely power creep, like for sure. But it's also just like there's just more ways the deck can lose now. You know what I mean? Like it was just hard for the deck to lose. And the OP13 meta was weird because like there were still other decks that could like beat Emu, but because of Ace and like the way the triangle formed, it just really every deck gate kept the other decks out, so it was really hard. Like it needed a shake up. It needed a meta shake up more than anything. Oh yeah, I did not mention that yet, but yeah, I was talking with my friend Hunter yesterday, and we were saying there's not. And I think I still haven't seen one, but like,
Andy800_23 is now following.
There's not a single 9 cost or higher in this entire set. And there's only technically, there's one, technically 2 or 3, I guess, with the 6 cost and Ls. There's 8 cost Nami is like the base cost, highest cost card in this set. I think. I don't even know if there's like a vanilla, like 7 or 8 cost or whatever. Angie, thank you for the follow. But I think, and someone can correct me if I'm wrong, I think there's been multiple sets where there hasn't been a 9 and a 10 cost, maybe? But this might be one of the only sets ever without a 9 or a 10 cost? I'm trying to think, like, early, like, OP1, I think 8 cost Kid is the highest, but I'm speaking more for like recent. You got 8 cost Kid, 8 cost Odin. OP3 would be like 9 cost Whitebeard. OP4 is Dofy and all that shit. OP5. OP5, 8 cost Moria. No, that was OP6, right? What was OP5? Aramaki? Was Aramaki OP5? I don't think he was. Bye, Cheerio. Congrats on your box. GG's. Mihawk feels fine if you draw 10 Shanks and go wide. I think overall it's unfavored for VV for sure, though. What was OP5? I'm blanking. Because I'm just thinking of Sakazuki. 2 10 cost secrets? OP10 didn't have anything above 8 cost? Kaido and Luffy. Oh yeah, duh. 10 cost Luffy, bro? Oh my god. What was Kaido? You mean that's 9 cost Kaido, right? Was that when Blue Kaido got revealed? Oh yeah, and OP1 is 9 cost Shanks. Yeah. Oh, this is kind of a fun game. Trying to remember. The draw 3, okay. Okay, okay, okay. Let's see if we can do this from memory. So, OP1 is 9 cost Shanks, but we have 8 cost Kid too, right? OP2? OP2? Just 8 cost Odin? I think that was OP2. Oh wait, OP1 is 10 cost Kaido, bro. Oh wait, yeah, is Whitebeard OP2? 9beard. Why did I think that was OP3? Ace is OP3. But yeah, wait, Whitebeard is OP2. So 9 cost Whitebeard. Luffy is technically a 17 cost. That is true. Brook will be top meta or just decent playable. I don't think he's going to be consistent enough for me to say, like, he's actually top. Oh, OP3 10 Mom. Yeah, yellow. Yellow. Okay. 9 cost Shanks, 9 cost Whitebeard, 10 cost Mom. OP4 was Dofi. OP5 we had 10 cost Gear 5 Luffy. OP6 was 8 cost Moria. What was OP6? Zoro and Sanji, yes. Wings of the Captain. So we got 9 costs there. OP7. What did we get OP7? That's Bonnie in them. What was the theme OP7? Was that the Stussy? Okay. Yeah, with Lucci, Stussy. Oh my god, Ace Secret Rare, yeah. 10 cost Ace. Yeah, 10 cost Ace. OP8. What was OP8? Carrot, Leader. Oh, okay. Blue, Taxbeard. Okay. Oh, OP2 had 10 cost Kuzan. Thank you. That's correct. 8 had Kaido and Linlin. Yeah, okay, that's true. OP9 is like a bajillion. OP9 is literally just all 10 costs. Sorry, yeah, draw Kaido. OP10? 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 Oh shit, Skella with the sub. 23 months. Oh my goodness. Skella, you freaking madman. You're gonna hate me though, Skella. I still have not done the chat thing. Almost 2 years, baby. Shout out to Skella. You are literally the GOAT. Once you hit 24 months, I'm legally obligated to do the join chat thing. We gotta go to the books for this one. Ladies and gentlemen. OP10, yeah? Wait, ah crap. Oh well, it doesn't matter. It's in Japanese. Can I do... No, I can't do cost. We have 7 cost Kyros. And we won't count promos or anything, because I don't think that's fair. 8 cost Dofi. He cost Kid. Yeah. Damn, not even in the SPs. Damn, yeah, 8 costs. So I think OP10 and OP15. Well, OP11. OP11 is UP Luffy. 10 Mom for Purple and Kata. True, yeah, 10 Mom. OP12. Zoro, leader. What did we have for OP12? No, I don't count like the like Jack. Oh, Green Shanks, the 10 cost, yeah. OP12, 10 cost. OP13, 9 cost Mihawk. And then OP14, oh wait, that's OP14. Oops, sorry. OP13? Oh, fucking Newgate and all that shit, and Roger, and yeah. OP13, there's tons. Yeah, there's so many. Yeah, and the 5 elders, yeah. And then OP14, 9 cost Mihawk. Yeah, so, wow, that's really interesting. The only 2 sets that don't have a card that's higher than 8 cost was, OP12, somebody said the 10 cost Shanks, right? Oh wait, no, that's 10 cost Shanks didn't come out then yet. Oh wait, OP12 might not have one, right? Then we have 8 cost Garp, 8 cost Mihawk. Uh-oh. 8 cost Dragon. Oh yeah, okay. Sorry, I got confused. Somebody tricked me. This doesn't count. This definitely does not count. The SPs doesn't count, or the Ghost Rare or whatever. Okay. Fuck. Which one was it then? OP. I already forgot. It's OP15, OP12, and OP10, I think. I'm not counting the SPs. 10, 12, 15. Yeah. Okay. So not as crazy as I thought, but it's something I wasn't keeping track of before. But it's really interesting. But the weird thing for this one, for 15 in particular, is like there's only one, like technically one, I think, A cost, like real actual A cost. I think it's just Nami. I could be wrong though. Oh no, Krieg, yeah, Krieg. Yeah, so we got a couple. But even then, I do actually think it's only 2. Just really interesting. Yeah, Krieg is 8 cost. Yeah, I'm a fake fan. I don't remember. I couldn't remember. I couldn't even remember. Red Ace effect, bro. I'm as fake as it gets. Just something interesting though. I just thought it was really interesting. I mean, it's not like the craziest revelation ever. I think we've noticed when like, oh, there's not a lot of boss monsters this set. Like that's something people have always said, but I did think it was very interesting though. Just because OP4, like they normally, you can tell too, like we got 10, 12, 15, like OP10 comes off of the insane boss monster meta of OP9. OP12 comes off of like, you know, I guess not the craziest boss monster meta, but like it seems to have like a little bit of a pattern. But it's just interesting to see like what sets they don't give you boss monsters in. I kind of wish we got more boss monsters though, I'm not gonna lie. Bye Nico, thanks for hanging out. Bound to get a 20 cost ores one day. That would be cool. Impact, I saw this and I was like, oh no, are they reprinting Reject? I thought it was Reject at first. I was like, wait, what? And then I was like, oh wait, Impact, yeah. KO up 20 points, carries with 4 less, then add the top card of your life to your hand. It seems like really, really bad, which is good. I don't want to give Yellow another crazy event. Lola. L-O-L-A, Lola. Can't wait for Purple NL. I hope he's not too annoying to play against. Because he does seem like kind of a cool leader. I think NL will be fun to just like play for fun. This KO's a 4 cost and then you have to take care of life. I think it's pretty bad. This is a trash. 8 or less trash. This, honestly, this is not the worst card for Brook. It's not very good, but like sometimes you really just need more trashing effects, and like, oh, you can't really kill. Yeah, I don't know. Probably not good enough. This card's really good, but one of the problems I was already experiencing yesterday is like there's so many counterless already. Like Pirate Docking is counterless. 6 cost Luffy is counterless. Thankfully, for some reason, 7 cost Luffy has counter. I don't know why. Like 8 cost Nami, Pirate Docking, 6 cost Luffy, your events essentially. Not full counterless, but still. What do you call it? There's some other ones that I'm forgetting. Useful for their Kyros deck. Use leader effect and take it and KO 4. Oh, that's true. That's actually kind of spicy for Kyros. Like if Moria was like a -3 Don? Are you talking about for the ores? It's funny though, because me and my friend were saying like, oh yeah, we don't have a Robin. We don't have a Thriller Bark Robin card yet. And then it got revealed like 10 minutes later. And I was like, oh, there it is. Well, there it is. Draw 2, Trash 2 is really good here. I honestly think this Robin might see play. I would almost play this over Pirate Docking just because you have the blocker, but I don't know. Risky Brothers. This is like kind of cool, but I don't think you'll end up being able to play it. Trash's character, actually, I mean, if you have 15 or more cards in Trash, up to one of your Luffy characters gains Rush and Slash attribute. So I mean, you can, if this card said like you may trash this character and trash the top 3 cards of your deck, I would actually be really excited about trying it out. I don't know. I mean, you can just play this on 1, like turn 1. Play this on turn 1 if you don't have Chopper, and then like if you play the double attack Luffy on 6, you just trash it, swing, and then if you play Nami on 8 and have like another double attack Luffy or the 7 cost Luffy, I don't know. Just, this is a maybe for me. I don't know if it's actually good. This Perona seems pretty good though. If your character with an original power of 7,000 or less will be removed from your field by opponent's effects, you may trash 1 card from your hand set. So this is the black. This is the black. This is the generic 2K removal that all the colors got, right? Kelly Funk, one of the other Funkers. Meet the Funk. Meet the Funkers. Play up to 1 Bobby Funk from your hand. We're going all the way back to like OP1 here. Rebecca channeling the inner spirit of like OP1. But I guess never count the power of like Swarm out completely, right? Koala is a blocker. Look at 3 cards with every real one just for the event to add your hand. Let's block everything in the order. It's pretty good. It's a 3 cost, which is a little expensive. But could be decent for Lucy. Laboon. So this card's the anti-removal for green. But its condition is you may rest 2 of your cards instead. So you can rest Laboon. He counts as 1 card to rest. But then you need another card. I think this is awesome. This is really good. A little hard to use for some decks. And like I don't even know why like a deck like Mihawk would even really want to run something like this. So it's probably more of like, because it's only 7k or less and you already have Tashiki essentially, which is protecting itself. But you know, like Bonnie, RG Law, Green Y Law, Carrot, those types of decks, definitely could see like using this. Margarita, place up to 1 card from your opponent's trash at the bottom of the owner's deck. Just like one of those random weird, yeah, and this is like Sindri's Shadow, right? One of those weird like tech cards, I don't know. Meowbon brothers. Cheerleader has East Blue, give up to 1 dunk card from your opponent's cost area to one of your opponent's characters. So that's really important. This just means it can be rested or active, which is like really, really good. Damn, yeah, that's actually, so this will definitely get played then. This is 1,000,000% you're gonna play this in Krieg, because it's like, it's the same thing as a one cost rest one of your opponent's Dawn. Like, you can just think of it that way, which is crazy. And it's even better than that too, because it gives the Dawn to the character, so it helps with your other effects too. This is a really, really good 2K actually. I did not pay attention to this card when it got revealed. This is like really, really strong. Like, imagine your opponent only leaves up 1 Dawn. Play this for 1, put that active Dawn onto their character, and then boom, you're screwed. That's really strong. Spoil. You in Japan, still playing BY Moria? Me? I tried. I've been playing him a little bit recently, but I think he struggles more into the EBO4 meta. And nah, just for some reason, Moria never really took off. I don't know why. People just didn't believe in the deck. But I try to tell my friends, I've shown them like some of the success he's had in the West, and they're like, oh, okay. I'm like, no, he's actually not bad, please. Yeah, anti-removal for everyone. Giving Luffy a katana, right? Because he has a sword when he becomes like Nightmare Luffy or whatever. Secret Luffy is spiking where I live. I think I'm just gonna ignore that card to build Brook. I think it might be necessary. 10 cost Shanks is bad for 10 cost Uncle Megazord and Tengi. For like big drops, you mean? The boss monsters? Buddies always feel game warpy when they don't plan out the designs properly. Yeah. I like boss monster cards. I like cards that can kind of like do exactly what you're saying. But yeah, if you just give them, you kind of need to distribute them very carefully. I don't need more like 10 cost elders. I just want more cards like I want more cards like 10 cost Dofi, or like 10 cost Bomb Shanks, or like 9 cost Shanks, the green one. Like, I want more cards like that, where it's like just generically like pretty good. Like 10 cost Bomb Shanks is not like a revolutionary card, right? It's just like pretty good, has like a strong effect, but like is easily countered by anti-removal, like that kind of stuff. I just want more cards like that. So that you can use them into certain metas. I think Moria slept on. Hope he gets some support in the future. I think he got some here. I think some of these cards he can use. Where's my owner of Sindri's Shadow deck support? OP34. You're willing to save both peeps by only resting 2 cards like Tashigi, or rest 4? Oh, like if... No, I think it should just be rest 2. I don't think it doubles. I don't think you would need to do that. Although I'm not sure. I'm not sure actually, because it's not... It doesn't affect Laboon. Nah, I think it happens at the same time though, so probably only 2, but that's actually a good question. It kind of cooks me, Hawk, and I see vision. Yeah, I think the problem was the time slot where Moria was better into the meta, there was also like a ton of Ace and still a lot of Emu as well. And people just kind of wanted to play like the safer option, I guess, in one of those 3 decks, Emu, Ace, or Mihawk. And we also had like, you gotta remember too, we had like a lot of the the Star Deck 29 Luffys as well, which that deck just cooks Moria. Like the time period where Moria would have been good because of Mihawk being really good, there was a lot of like Boa, Star Deck 29 Luffy, Ace, and Emu along with Mihawk. And I think that just made it like a little bit more tricky for Moria in the end, to be honest. So I can see why he wasn't like super popular, but I do think people like underestimated him for that meta for sure. This could be a 2K that you can run in Brook. I don't know if you would, because it's not Straw Hat though. Gimbo. What up, Gimbo? Draw 1 card, then if you have 2 left side cards, play this card. It's just vanilla, right? Absalom, add up to 1 Thriller Bark Pirates type card from your trash to your hand, and then trigger activate these cards on KO effect. Or sorry, on KO is for this. I don't know if this will be good, but it's nice to have like another trigger black Thriller Barks card. Kuma! I didn't see this card. I did not see this card. What is this? On play, up to 1 of your opponent's characters with the cost of 5 or less cannot be rested until the end of your opponent's next end phase. What's his typing? 7 Warlords and Revolutionary Army. What the fuck? What is this card? What is this card doing? It's so weird. It's like really bad version of 5 cost EBO 3 Bonnie. And a typing that like literally no one can use. And it's strike. Damn. I mean, it's like a good effect. It's generically pretty good. Because EBO 3 Bonnie, you need to be Supernova to get the full effect. Does me or Krieg look kind of insane compared to the rest? I think Krieg will be strong, but I think he has a lot of weaknesses too. I don't know. He appears in Thriller Bark. But it's not even Thriller Bark. And this is Sky Island theme. But Thriller Bark is right after Sky Island, right? Please. Is this why Raftera said green, yellow Kuma leader? Please. Make it happen, bro. Dude, I need them to make a green Kuma leader that's like just modernized green Bonnie. That would be awesome. You can make the leader effect generically worse, but just actually give it support, and I would be very happy. I would play that deck for sure. Because this is already leaning into control, like green Bonnie stunning and stuff. That'd be cool. This Arouge is pretty good. Also, the art goes pretty hard. This is fucking LeBron. LeBron min-maxing with some namastes after a 40-point game. Took his ice bath and got bandaged up and went and sat outside. Gave his prayers to Kobe. Chilling. On play. Oh, this is Sky Island too, yeah. Oh, I forgot about that. So you may discard 1 card with Supernova type from your hand. This card gains Rush. Activate main, you may turn 1 card flip a card face down. I thought it was face up at first. I didn't realize that. It's face down. Give up to one rested Dawn card to your leader of one of your characters. This is so good, actually. Wait. I didn't see the vision. I didn't see the vision when I first saw this. I didn't see the vision at first. This card's really good. The discard kind of sucks, but like you don't have to give it rush. But you can give it rush, then use leader effect. Oh wait, no. Wait, Kid's leader effect is only at the end of turn, right? I mean, it's still good if you've already used leader effect one turn, right? This just gives you a better way to... yeah, never mind. I don't think this isn't as good as I thought it was, actually. It's a good card, though. Very good. It is good. But you'll have to, like... I don't know. You'll have to, like, play around it where, like, if your life is flipped face up and you want to play a Rouge the next turn, you're going to be, like, tempted to save it. Like, I mean, you can just play Hawkins and then, like, block early, I guess, and not feel bad about losing him. But, like, you really don't want to block with Hawkins on the first turn. Like, as Yellow Kid, you normally don't really want to block with your 4-Dawn play. Like, your 4-Dawn character. But you'll be incentivized to actually use the leader effect and then protect your life so that you can play this, give it rush, flip your life over, and at the end of the turn you can make this a Rouge the blocker. It should have been end of turn, right? Activate main slash... No, that would have been weird. No, because you need the Dawn. Yeah, because you need the Dawn to use the leader effect, too. Wait, do you? I'm thinking of Green White Law. Yeah, I know it's a Kid card. I know it's a Kid card. Yeah, Kid doesn't need the Dawn. I'm just trying to think why this has to be activate main. It should have been end of turn, is what I'm saying. Like, end of your turn, you can turn, because you can choose the order in that case, because it would they're both end of turn effects, and then you could flip the card face down and then use leader effect and flip it face back up. I mean, I understand the activate main here so that you can turn the card back down from the previous turn. But it's just a little awkward to me if you actually want to play this on curve. Because that would be too good. It'd be good for Calgara, but it doesn't gain rush. Yeah. I don't want Kuma to be yellow, so because of the price tag. Yeah, I want just mono green Kuma. Give it to me, baby. Essentially get leader ability for free. There'd be no cost at that point. Just for one turn. Oh no, I guess, yeah, you can use it every turn. You would have to make it super weird. It would be like, if this is the turn that you played this card, at the end of your turn, you can turn one life card face down. But then it would be dumb, yeah. It's just a little awkward to me because it's a 6 cost and you would want to play this on curve. Like, if you don't, I guess it doesn't really matter, dude. You just play it on 6. You don't need to use your leader effect on 4. Just play it on 6. You don't care about the rest of Dawn. You do have to flip the life face down though in order to get to the rest of Dawn, which is funny. So you can't just get the free Dawn. But you just use leader effect like normal, and it becomes a rush card that you can put back up. So that's strong. That's strong. I just thought it had some crazy synergy at first, but no, just decent. But this will probably be a good card, like in combination with whatever the rest of the starter deck is. And you don't always want to take the face-up life, only to have it online next turn. Yeah, but Chomage is at the end of your turn. See, they should have done that. Yeah, wait, because you can do activate main, but you still have it go into effect at the end of your turn, like Chomage. So that's perfect for Shirahoshi. Hey, Cootie with the sub. Thank you. Like, I understand what the card's doing. I understand why it helps you as kid. I was just trying to think of, like, how could they have made it, like, a little bit better. Thank you, Cootie, though, for the Prime sub. Sometimes you start at 4 because of Hawkins. Yeah, I think most of the time, though, like, if they're going to block with Hawkins on 4, you're happy. Like, you don't really mind taking the life because they lose their board. Don't have face of life. Yeah, if you don't have, like, we're going into the weeds for sure. You can just play this like a normal card. Yeah, it's definitely an upgrade from the Cavendish vanilla. The Cavendish and the other, I forgot which one. Was it in Rouge? The other Rouge? I think it's a good card, yeah. Good card. Yeah, the 6/8 Cavendish. I remember. I used to play Kid a little bit. I played Kid for a while. His Alt-Art leader is one of my favorites in the entire game. Just play the Rouge Vanilla. Yeah. Yeah, 6/8 Cav, 5/7 Rouge. This is just the upgraded mix of both of them, right? Yuma, this card's so cool. I like the art. Super sick. On play, when attacking, you have up to one of your opponent's rested characters with cost of 4 less. When I first saw this card, it was really hard to read how many. The one. I thought it said 2. I was like, holy shit. Like, KO up to 2 of your opponent's 4 costs, rested 4 costs or less. I was like, damn, that's insane. But it's just 1. We got Yorkie. A little balloon in the background. These are Rumbar Pirates. I don't remember this guy. Your turn on play, up to one of your Brook cards gain plus 2k power during this turn. I think you really want to run Straw Hats for your, like, 2Ks and stuff. Brook's captain? Oh, shit. Okay, sorry. I did not remember. I did not even remember that. Yorkie. Yorkie. You could run 1 for the lore. Fake Brook fan. I am. I mean, dude, I haven't read, like, Thriller Bark in, like, it's been, like, over 10 years, so, sorry. I'm a fake fan. Sexy Hogback. Is this this is, like, the second Sexy Hogback card we've gotten. I'm a fake fan, fake Brook player. Hey, I've got more games on Brook than all of you guys. I have like three games. Sexy Hogback, baby. If your leader has 30 like Pirates type, trash 5 cards from the top of your deck. On KO, if you have 6 or less cards in hand, draw 1 card. Pretty good. Pretty good. Kind of like a a different Sindri. A different Sindri. I think this card is pretty good though. I think it could be utilized. More purple Nell games. Anyone here? 16 games. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. OB3 Perona off trigger into this. The blocker Perona? I have more Rainbow Panda Man games than anyone here. Damn, shit. Oh, like the Olvia? Yeah, that would have been cool for Yorkie. Hody the GOAT. Hody Jones. Oh, and Pudding. Wait, what? Joe, the one confronts rested characters. If that character's cost is equal to the number of Dawn cards given to that character, KO it. What the fuck, dude? This is so weird. This is another one that I did not read the effect of. We're putting 10 Dawn. We're putting 10 Dawn on 10 cost Elders and popping it, bro. We're putting 10 Dawn on Kaido and Linlin and popping it, bro. I'm putting 10 Dawn on 10 cost Dofi and popping it in extra regulation. Now my pudding collection grows even more. Super early playtime with the OP21 leaders. My uncle works at Bandai. You have the Konami Spy. Hogback equals Sindri, noted. They look the same. Yeah, I mean, all I see is Sindri when I see this. Sexy Hogback, though. It's nice to get the draw. It's like Sindri plus Cycle, but it's not a 2K. So I don't know. No trigger, though, which kind of sucks. This Mihawk's pretty good. On play, rest of one of your opponent's characters with a given Dawn card. Not bad. Not bad. 4/5. Cool art. We'll take it. It's East Blue. Not too bad. Then you don't waste 2K. Yeah. Pop with more effects. Yes. But the problem is just like, you can always run Sindri because it's 2K. It's harder to find space for this, is all I'm saying. It's harder to find space for a 1 cost with a 1K counter. With no trigger. Like, if it had a trigger, I think this card would actually be so fucking goated. It would be crazy. I still think this card's strong. This card's strong. It's good. But, like, it's just hard. The space is already pretty tight for Moria. Yeah, the Ryuma is good, and I was joking earlier. I was saying, if you're playing Perona, you can play Ryuma and the 4-cost Ryuma and this Ryuma, and you can KO a 4-cost and with leader effect a 5-cost for 10 Dawn. Like, terrible play. It's terrible, but yeah. Trigger, do this card's on play. Yeah. Like, just a really basic trigger. Just a super basic trigger. Pudding. Hody Jones, on play, set your Fishman type leader is active, then add 1 card from the top of your life to your hand. Honestly, in like Hody leader, in Hody leader, it's like a self restand. It's like a 4-cost. It's like the Megadon Foxagillo Foxy card, but it's only your leader. It's just a leader restand card, right? I don't know. If you want to sing 10 twice, I guess you can do this. Sucks you can't play this with Hody, like 7 cost. Is there a way to restand Dawn? You could play 5-cost Smoker and Hody, and then play 7-cost Hody Jones, rest 2 things, restand a Dawn, and then swing 5-5 with leader. That's pretty fucking hype. You swing 5-5 and 8 with Hody. Finally, Hody support. Hody Jones support in 2026 was not my bingo card. Yeah. Hody is Shirahoshi support. I won't hear otherwise. No, right? I don't think Shirahoshi is Fishman. She's Merfolk, right? Merfolk and is she Fishman? She's Fishman Island. And yeah, I think she's Fishman. Yeah. Yeah. I thought she had the like Merfolk one. What is the Merfolk one? Hold on. Oops, I don't think that's gonna. No. Okay. No, Otohime. I don't know if I'm spelling it right. I hate how like if it's not exactly correct, you just can't see it. Let me switch to English. Wait, what? Wait, yeah, this is Merfolk Fishman Island. Why is it still in Japanese? What the fuck is happening? Hold on. Oh my god. Oh my god. Bro. Oh, it's on Asia. That's my bad. Jesus Christ, almost had a stroke. Just want to double check. Yeah, Merfolk Fishman Island. Yeah, it's not Fishman. So you can't use that Hody, bro. 5-5 always better than 12-12. Always. 5-5 and play Hody. 5-5 and play 2 Hodys on the board is always better than any other attack possible in the game. I think that's all you need to know. Hessel. Hessel. Draw 1 card, then gave up when you rested on. Yeah, I mean, this is whatever. This card's like not bad. I just don't know if you would ever have room to play it. You know what I mean? Yeah, this is Gyojinzoku. Hyped and nervous for the Red Bull event. Ooh, nice. What leader are you taking? Seacat. Oh, this is so weird. This and the crab. If your leader has 0 or less power, give up to one of your opponent's characters minus 3,000 power for the turn. What the fuck? What the fuck? This is like a weird, like red blue VV support, right? Like super weird. Why are we wasting, like, I know people complain sometimes when they're like, why are we wasting slots? This is one of those ones where I'm like, why the fuck are we wasting a slot on this card? This is so weird. OP15 Saba. Oh yeah, I heard that's pretty good. That makes sense. I think that's a good leader for Red Bull. Pays for yourself unless you leader effect in Kalgara. This one? Yeah, but like, do you have room? Do you have room to play this in Kalgara or in Yellow Luffy? I don't think you do, to be honest. If it was like a stage, maybe. a stage that did something else, and this was just its on play and had something else that it does, I think it'd be good. Maybe if you could fit it into the deck, I think it's a strong card. But Amazon, the old grandma. When your opponent's attacking the rest of this character, your opponent may return 1 active Dawn to the Dawn deck. If they do not, give up to one of your opponent's leader character cards minus 2,000 power for this turn. That's really funny. They always make that effect for this old bot John. I remember this card. I remember we used to tech this card sometimes. On your opponent's attack, you may rest this character. Your opponent may trash 1 card from the top of their life cards. If they do not, give up to one of your opponent's leader character cards minus 2,000 power for this turn. I remember this used to be just like a random tech in some of the Sky Island package decks back in like 7 or 8. OP7, OP8. I remember this being a teched card. I forgot exactly. Was it one? Was it a Yamato deck? I think there was someone else running this card because you just leave it on your board, and then it sort of becomes like a pseudo blocker because it's actually if this sticks, it's super annoying to play against. I don't know about this one. What is this one? Return 1 active Dawn. If they do not, give up to one of your opponent's leaders character minus 2,000 power to this turn. Dude, this is actually kind of good. This is actually kind of good. I could see like a weird control NL deck running this. Like, actually not that bad. I don't know if you ever have time to play it though. Don't like the crab, it smirk mocks me. Yeah, where's the crab? I want to see him. I forgot the effect. This is search, so this is good. Same with Django. I was worried because like if they didn't give Krieg search, you lose the East Blue Nami. Does new Vivi give herself minus power? Like the 5-cost Nami does, and like Chocapel and stuff. Sabo, RG, Luffy, Zoro, Yamaro for Red Bull. I also was thinking Red Green Odin. Red Green Odin could be really strong. So I feel that all the decks will lack space really soon. Yeah, it is an interesting effect. Purple Yellow Croc. Oh, you could run that in Croc maybe. I'm pretty sure it was a Nell player is running it. Yeah, the Krieg Searchers are good. This is exactly what the deck needed. I think this is really good. A Searcher that looks 3 and then has a really good activate main. Kind of insane. This card's super good. Searching 3 sucks, but like otherwise really good. I wonder if you run this one too. I think you might. I think you actually might run this as well, just because it has the trigger. Bonnie. It's kind of a cool art. Character with the original power of 7. Oh yeah, this is the yellow anti-removal. Which is cool that it's Bonnie. Supernova and Bonnie Pirates, so I think it seems like they're kind of setting up yellow Supernovas to be the next like Supernova buff, which is understandable. I just hope, I don't know. I would like just one more time for them to buff green Supernovas before like the next rotation. I feel like green Bonnie is going to become like a deck like it's going to be like waiting room like red green Law was for a while. They need another like green Supernova leader, otherwise they're just never going to print any more support, which is like a little unfortunate. Both wish Kriegser were top 4 and 3 and 5. Nah, I don't think you could make this Django 4. The effect is just too good. But yeah, I get what you mean. So much protection. Yeah, it's a good like. I wish they had made this card like 4 sets ago. To be honest, I really do. I think that would have been so cool. I think it would have been really awesome. It's funny, like it's unfortunate how things work, but like It normally happens like this where the stuff you needed 4 sets ago comes 3 or 4 sets too late, right? Like, I don't know. This is probably in response to Emu, right? For the most part, like, among other things, this is like a, oh, okay, Emu's way too strong. How do we give every single deck like a potential way to play around it? I think this is strong because it's just you may add the top card of your life to your hand instead. It does make it so that you can't use it if you have 0 life, but these cards in my mind are just for early game protection. Like, I don't think they matter late game as much. Holy. We got another Holy. I love Holy. I love Holy. This card's crazy. Dude, Holy's so awesome. Such a cool dog. I'm conflicted because I love Holy so much. Like, I really like Sky Island. I'm actually a little sad because I like NL and I like Sky Island, but I don't really think I'm gonna like the playstyle of Purple NL, especially if he becomes like one of the best decks. I just don't really like playing like the top 1 or 2 decks most of the time. But yeah, this is crazy. All of your Ohm and this character gains double attack, and on your opponent's turn, set the base power of all your Ohm and this character to 6,000. Very strong. It is 3 Dawn. Yeah, we love dog. I was thinking though, because you don't have like you don't always have like you really want to play your 6 cost NLs late game, like mid to late game. I mean, it could be different, I don't know, but like you don't always have 3 Dawn. You always have the 1 Dawn because of your leader effect. You don't always have 3 Dawn. So this would probably, I could see this being like a mid game tool. Like you play like a couple 1 costs, you get 1 6 cost NL down, and you have an Ohm on the board, and then you play Holy after. I don't know. Yeah. The playstyle of him. Yeah, I'm just not a big fan of like. I didn't really like Rayleigh that much. Rayleigh was sort of fun. I learned how to play him just to get the insight from the deck, but yeah, just not really for me. I think it's cool. It's like a cool design. Nezumi, the rat. Activate me once per turn, give it to 1 rested Dawn. This seems like okay. I mean, it's good for Krieg. It's just 2 costs is a lot though. 2 costs is a lot. Like if this was 1 cost, it's just like the 1 cost, not like Nami or the Koala promo, right? Dogs are better than cats for sure. See Mihawk run the new green East Blue package? No. Have people been testing it already? Is there like videos of people testing? I mean, you can run this now, so you can get your Shanks. Oh, I'm sorry. You have to trash this character. I forgot about that. I remember reading that yesterday. So it's not every turn. It's just like Kujaku, but the opposite, right? Because you give the Dawn, and it's to your opponent's characters. I think I accidentally said to your own leader or whatever. That was my bad. I'm sorry. This is kind of nice though, because you can get it for the like effect if you need to have one on your opponent's character. The crab is good. We're not at the crab yet. Where is the crab? Kobe is the red version of the anti-removal, and you just give your leader minus 2k power. It's like the Drake, the 5 cost Drake. Key 10. Dawn minus 1. Draw a card, then give up to your opponent's minus 1k power. And it's the 2k counter. This card's alright. I think it works with that one, the resting one, that rests a 5k or less. It's hard to see how all the events like work together in an L. It's kind of hard until you like actually see it in action. Maybe need it's the only card that gives your leader Dawn. Yeah, that's true. It might be neat. I just wish it was 1 cost. I don't know why it's 2 cost, but oh well. What up, randomizing? I'm good. How are you doing? You could run Django to find Tashigi. I think you would whiff on so much stuff. If you're not running like an actual East Blue package, I don't think it's that good, to be honest. The Yellow Bonnie is awful in GY Law. Yeah, sort of. Yeah, actually, I think you're right. That's funny. Like, it can be awkward, right? Like, super duper awkward. This too, because it can give Dawn to anything. You ship it at 1 cost. Oh, you're right. It is characters too. Yeah, okay, that makes sense. That makes sense. Yeah, we gotta look at the details and then kind of judge from that, right? That's true. That's true. You could always play this off of, like, Gin, too, if you don't have any other better options. Hotori. I mean, Dawn minus 2, SS character, give it 20, and Satori, give up 20 your opponent's characters minus 3k for the turn. So at least it now got some like mid cards too. Hotori. Yeah, same thing. This is the Satori, Kotori, Hotori combo. I don't know, maybe this will be good. I just think the other ones are better. Satori is awesome. Satori is really good. Yama, like a blocker. On play, put 1 Divine Soldier. Vassals up with the card. Damn, that's actually pretty good. Damn, what the fuck? That's actually pretty good. You can play double blocker. Double blocker, or I think they're all vassals, right? No. Oh no, they're not all vassals. Yeah, just the vassals of an L. Molji, when attacking, keep it with a given Dawn card and 3,000 power less. That's pretty good. 2 cost 3k is really bad, but you know, it is what it is. Oh, you know what, dude? No, I was gonna say Caesar could use this, but I don't think it's that good. Check the card pulls. This one? What are people getting? Those Cheerios. Damn, nice. That Perona's so cool. Nice. Here? Whoa. Damn. Boas, do a 2 gold Dawn. Is this a, what is this, a case? 4 boxes, holy shit. Double VV leader, not the best actually, but a shit ton of alt arts. 2 alt art secret rares and a third secret rare. Out of 4 boxes, this is crazy, right? This is kind of crazy. That's kind of crazy. Yeah, that's pretty crazy. Yeah, I actually think this Yama is pretty strong. I thought that was a case. I thought they opened up a case. I was like, oh, that's kind of a mid case. And it's like, no, that's a fucking, that's 4 boxes. It's hard for me to tell sometimes because it's like, you know, we always get half of it in the Japan boxes. So I'm like, wait. Like the number of hits, I always have to like double it to think of like what the actual, how crazy the box is. But two secret rare alt arts plus an SP is already just like insane. But then you get 2 VV leaders. What? Well, I would love to know like the individual hits from some of those boxes. That's fucking crazy. Yeah, some boxes give me 4 hits. Wait, 1 box? Yeah, wait, that makes sense. Yeah. Yeah, because we get like 1 to 2 essentially per box. But like our hit can just be a normal secret rare and that's it. No alt arts or anything. My 2 OP or my 2 EBO4 boxes, which retroactively now are pretty good, was Secret Rare Nika Luffy, Borsalino, regular art. Secret Rare Luffy and Borsalino. So just Secret Rare and regular, and 3 SRs though. I didn't even get 4, dude. That's the thing that kills me, is when it's like Secret Rare plus 3 SRs, and I'm just like, oh my god, dude, kill me, bro. Kill me now. Oh, just this set? Why? The EB sets are normally the worst hit rates possible. I heard you get 4 of EB leaders a case? Damn. Still your A market's cheaper than, yeah, but that's just because the Japanese market's not fucking like ruined, you know what I mean? The Western market would be more normal if it wasn't because of all the scalpers and the crypto bros. Oh yo, what up, Mr. Nevnev? One of my locals selling a box for $3.25. That's fucking crazy. They at least fix the single leader issue. Yeah, that's a lot, dude. Like Bonnie leader from EBO4 is still like $250 for us. Like, it's pretty crazy. Hugo, give it one of their Western Dawn cards, then up to 1 of your opponent's cards with giving Dawn cards is -1 to turn. I mean, I think you probably have to run this just because it's like a searchable 2K. Maybe. But maybe you'd be better off. I think like Kozaburo is East Blue, right? I think you could just run something like that instead. Hasami, scissors. I forgot that's the crab's name. Well, okay, what is it? It's just if your leader is 0 power or less, give this card in your hand -2 cost. Just why would you not? I mean, it's searchable for Alabasta, so I get it, but like, why would you not just play like Duval or something at that point, you know? Look at that smug fucking face. I would never run this card. Look at that smug face, bro. He's like, I only cost 2 now. Fucking chopper fishing. Get the fuck out of here, bro. This Bardo is really good. I have to pee real quick. I'll be right back. And I'm gonna go grab some more water. And then we'll finish up. Okay, I'm back. He's smirking about me. I don't like it. Yeah. Look at that smug face. Uncle's is only 6 packs of eight a pop. Like they only had 6 packs, or like per person. Like 3 hours away, same deal, 6 packs, 8 a pop. I just pre-order boxes for 300 USD, 4.1k for a case after taxes. Market is so cooked. Yeah. Locals feel like they're doing us a solid at 250 bucks. That's actually fucking crazy that that's like a good deal, but like compared to what the rest of the market is, that's a good deal. What up, Aaron? The fuzz in the building. Bring back the chair stream. We want the chair. It's funnier than you. More interesting than the fucking beanie guy. Yeah. Wow. Thanks, guys. Thanks for the deal. Thanks for the deal. That's like, that's just the market though. You know what I mean? Like if your guys' market wasn't fucked, it would be similar enough. Like it would be much closer, right? It'd be much closer. But you guys just have the additional like bad luck of just having like the terrible market. I will say that's always the one thing where I'm like, sometimes I try and like, well, yeah, you know, but like in the East we have this and that. Like the one thing I will never ever try and defend or be like envious of is like how fucked the Western market is just for like prices and stuff. Never ever. Because like the thing is with the East too is like most people don't make like the, you know, the yen and USD is, you can't compare them 1-to-1. Like the average salary is lower in Japan, but like I think when you what do you call it, like adjust the ratios for like, you know, inflation or like the currencies and stuff, it's probably still like 3x, like way worse in the West, at least America for sure, right? So I will never ever try and defend that. 300 was a typo. It was 330. The box was like 700. Yeah, that was like weird pre-sale shit, like crazy. My friend showed me that and he's like, dude, it's like EVO3 is gonna be 600, 700. Like no one's gonna buy it at 700 a box besides like fucking 2 crazy like TikTok people or something. SR Borsa insane. Yeah, SR Borsa is crazy. But it could be different by the time it hits the West, so who knows. This Bardo is really, really strong though. So if this character will be KO'd by an effect, you may trash 1 event card from your hand instead. And then on play, activate up to 1 Dressrosa type event with the base cost of 3 or less from your hand. So you play Bardo for 4, you play a card for 3, and then like if you play this into the like peel off draw one, I think that's a 3 cost, right? It might be 4, I might be wrong, but like you could draw 2 cards from that and then a 3rd one from leader effect. Like kind of crazy. Yeah, Bardo triggers the leader effect too. Singles is fine, but singles is still pretty fucked for you guys now. Got a box for 160 today. Oh my god, that's really good. Smeargle shines when the chair stream. Yeah, he's like, it's my time. Bucky looking crazy. This looks like a Disney animation still frame. When attacking, give it to 1 Rested Dawn, do leader or characters. That's actually pretty strong. Why is it 4K though? On KO, draw 1 card. Why does this kind of suck? Dude, like, this is the thing though. These are Krieg's cards. These are Krieg's cards. And it's just like, I don't know how you show me this card and you're like, bro, Krieg about to be tier 1. Like, I don't know. I'm not here to be a doubter, but I don't know about that. Right. I don't think Krieg is running this, but I'm saying, like, these are his support cards, you know? These are his support cards. Like what Raftera was saying earlier is like the card pool is so small that like the list is gonna be like 46 cards, like determined. As long as you're not trying to buy waifus or Luffy, everything is waifu. I mean, like most of the key cards, right? From each set, any yellow card. I mean, like Nami's and Robin's. I can't. That's probably not good prices, right? Rayleigh, yeah, maybe Rayleigh. Wait, I forgot. Is Rayleigh? Hold on. Let me check something. I want to check something. Yeah, it's just 4,000, right? Yeah, okay. Actually, this is probably really support. But I'm just saying it's an East Blue card, so it's like, this is also for Krieg. When attacking, if your opponent's any given Dawn cards, this character gets plus 3k during the turn. That's actually not too bad. I just don't know why, like, I don't know how you ever, but why would you play this in Krieg, right? Goro. Play a real 1 card from the top of your deck. If the real card has a cost of 2 or less, add up to 1 Dawn card from your deck and rest it. Is this like weird? Onsen Jima. Onsen Island. Hot Spring Island. Is this weird? Like, no, this is a purple kata. You don't give a fuck about ramping as an L. Rayleigh support. This is Rayleigh support. This is also Buggy, Kabaji, and Goro are all Rayleigh support. Boas. Which boa? Boas are like 12 bucks. Oh, the 9 cost? Robin SR is 30, 40, and Nami 60 last time I checked. That's a lot though. That's not too bad though, I guess. But that's an SR, bro. Pre-sale. I mean, that's good if that's pre-sale. Yeah, if that's the pre-sale price, then that's good. If you can actually get it for that price. Because, yeah, it'll go down. Yellow has been gentrified? That's actually a funny way to put it. Doesn't matter how cool OP15 Luffy is. I'm not be able to afford the lad. Yeah, after the EVO3 reprint, so we'll dip the price down by $1 or $2. I mean, no, if they reprint it, prices tank. Took me 8 boxes to hit a place at Nami. $3.30 a box. That's not okay. Yeah, no, Awesome Man's talking about the single prices though. Just singles. I would have imagined they were a little bit more expensive. I don't know. I see pictures all the time of people posting in the Discord where it's like, you know, this random SR is like going for like $900, and I'm like, what the fuck? Is there a deck you think you're more interested in OP15? Are you talking about for me or for Apple Panda? For me, right now, I think Brook looks cool. You know, after seeing more of the yellow Luffy gameplay, I do think he looks pretty fun. Like, he kind of... I love Sky Island, so I have a soft spot for it. It's kind of like, you know, it's not really like Kalgara, but it's a little bit like Kalgara, which I kind of like. Like if, for example, if like Enel and Yellow Luffy become like tier 1 and I had to choose between like one of those, because our store qualifier season is coming up, the CS qualifier, and I really want to make sure I get in to the next regional, so I'll probably use whatever I have to. If I don't think that like a green deck like Mihawk Bonnie or like a sneak attack carrot or something, like if that's not gonna work, if you put a gun to my head and ask me to play like one of the OP15 leaders, I could probably play Luffy just to qualify for the CS, but I wouldn't be playing it a lot. But I don't have 7-cost Robins, so I don't know if that's gonna happen. We got Nola, good old New Orleans. Nola, I'm from Nola. If your character with an original power of 7k or less, it's return 1 Dawn. This is the anti-removal for purple. Follow latest trends, prices dip for a week, then boxes skyrocket. Yeah, like after people don't buy boxes anymore. 2 to 50 after pre-sale, then we're screwed. Yeah. Then it reprints are like 1 case per LGS. That's pretty bad, right? When scalpers hit us, so went to singles only. Most OP 14 plus. EBO4 for like $100 cheaper than buying a box. Yeah, I mean singles is always cheaper. I think unless you're buying cases, I think singles is like statistically just almost always cheaper. If you're only looking for like 1 or 2 decks worth of stuff that you need, right? And these are the vanillas. Alright, we did it. We got to the end. Full body. Harden. Hyozo. Chopper. Alright. This Dawn is pretty cool too. Narasunda. Hey, what up, JK? What up, Jay? Buying boxes, gambling in the best way. Yeah, yeah. I always buy 1 or 2 boxes and then just get singles because I need my hit. I need my dopamine hit. But I'm not gonna I'm not gonna spend too much money on them. Yo, this set sucks. Skip. Damn. I will say I was more hyped. I was more hyped at the beginning. I don't know, when we got some of the reveals, I think like card wise and alt art wise and SP wise, this set kind of slaps. Like as far as like key cards and like alt arts and SPs go. But as like a game, as like just a game set match, I don't know. I don't know how I'm feeling. It's not tickling my pickle, I'll tell you that much. Brook is cool though. Brook is really fun. Everyone's hating on the Dawn, really? I like the Dawn. I think it's cool. Why are people hating on the Dawn? This shit's fucking iconic, bro. I'm gonna ring that bell, bro. Dakara Orewa, ring that bell, des. That's what it says, bro. It also looks really, really nice, like in person, like all the gold on gold. Like if you watch the video, it looks much better than just the picture. I do think maybe it would have been cooler if they did like the golden rifle scene, but I think that just works better for the event. Can't really steal the thunder from that. All right, let's do I don't think we're gonna play any games today, guys. I'm sorry. I might be able to stream again tomorrow. We can play some games. I wanted to try. This will be fun. Give me all your hot takes. Oops. Okay. ¿Cómo se dice telesmaker? Telesmaker. I'm from the island of Panama. I like the telesmaker. I am from Cuba. Okay. Everyone and their mums. Mummy, please. I like a bit of chocolate. Damn, Rebecca F off rip, bro. No. We need a change. Hold on. Let's do. How should we frame this? We'll do post rotation. Post rogation, bro. Post rotations. Her own tier. Rebecca tier. Yeah, Cootie's got it out for Rebecca. That's crazy. What's the video? Whoa, what's happening? Why are you hating on Law again already? Yeah, Skype is awesome. Oh, Jay hates the Dawn. He's only gonna build Croc for 14, so there's no point. Yeah, that I totally understand. Yeah, I need to test more. I'm excited for Lucy. Like, Lucy seems fun. Let me change this to this view. Not that, no, I don't think that's actually much better. Just go back to this one. Whoa. To do more like this. Doesn't really matter. Great alts though, yeah. The top of the Dawn. I can see that. That's fair. That's a fair like criticism. It says buns all C tier. Holy shit. Like power wise, I do not think it is bad though. Power wise, I think it's gonna reshape the meta like immediately. I hated they print Rebecca so ass. Yeah, I get it. 6 life would be nuts though. That'd be kind of crazy. I love the regular art though for Rebecca Leader. The colors just work so well together. It's crazy. All right. Meta viable. How should we do this? Because one of my tiers is going to be like counter picks for the meta. Counter picks. Like decks that I think are decent. Maybe we can start like this and we can reshape it. Probably bad or need more support. Nah, maybe I do need one more tier. Shit. This is probably a bad way to do this, but just to get our thoughts down first, let's try this. Okay. So I think, whoa, no, so good we put him up there twice. Enel and Luffy, I think are meta viable. Maybe we should just fucking do this like tier 1, 1.5. This is stupid. Few counter picks to the meta. Maybe we could do like this. Put Rebecca in 2. This is really hard. Just because I don't know. It's probably going to 2 though. I could see Lucy being 1.5. I think it's fine power-wise. I think these 2 leaders are really, really strong. Like, so strong. Everything else I'm not really sure. Krieg looks like he has like high like power ceiling but low, but also like lots of weaknesses. Brook similar. Like if Brook pops off, I think he can beat almost anything. As long as they don't have any like answers to his like strategy. Don Creek top tier. Oh, I asked for the hot takes. I'm talking about the tier list. I think the Dawn looks pretty cool. Yeah, maybe it'll just be cheaper. I think Purple and L gonna be strong. Brook and Lucy and Krieg feel like the X Factor leaders. Yeah. UP Luffy's probably dead after rotation. Like not gonna lie. There's this leader too. I don't remember when this is coming out. My very first initial thoughts is that the top meta is gonna look like this for the first like couple weeks of OP15, because Boa's just so good right now that I don't see her like it will naturally take at least like a week or two for her to like fall off. I think Enel immediately is going to be very, very strong, and I think Luffy is probably pretty good into like Enel and Boa. And then I think Ace is generically just really strong from like the buffs. And if Boa falls off at all, I think Ace is a really good matchup into Luffy. I'm not sure about Enel, but I could see it kind of going either way. And I can see how Enel just struggles against the 10 cost new gates. Because yes, you have like multiple 10k attacks that you can have. And some of the 6Ks with like your chumps, but like 7 cost Zoro making your leader an 8K just makes it hard for like the weenies to do anything. And since Enel only has 6 Dawn, like in the end you actually like you can't swing 12k plus more than like 3 times in a turn, and that's if you go 12 12 12 with your like 3 10Ks on board and you go 12 12 12, right? So if Ace just sets up multiple 10 cost blockers, there's really like nothing Enel can do in the end. I don't think Enel can do very well against like boss monster late game decks like Ace. But we'll see. I'm not sure. I'm really not sure. But I see Ace beating Luffy, beating Enel, and losing to Hancock. And it's not like a super unfavored matchup against Boa, but it is, I think, still favored for Boa in the end. But then, of course, this depends on how Boa does into Enel and Luffy. I think Boa can actually beat Enel. I really do. But I think she needs a little bit more RNG or like a Borsa Quasar loop more than most other decks. I've seen a few gameplay videos where like Enel seems like he's winning a lot at the start of a lot of games, and then as the opponent like ends up stabilizing, they can normally end up just getting more value from like than what Enel can do. That's my just super initial reaction, or like my initial thoughts. I think Kobe is gonna be pretty good against Enel. We did talk about this before. I do think he'll be pretty good. I think it really depends. Kobe struggles against Hancock, and Kobe loses to Ace. This is definitely unfavored for Kobe. Enel probably could be slightly, like, I've thought about it some more too. Maybe slightly favored for Kobe. I could see it. Luffy, I'm not sure. Because you just can't KO his characters. But you like can't KO each other's characters. But you could pressure Luffy enough to where like he has to just let them go sometimes. I don't know. I love the art on this one. This is such a good normal art leader card. Don't worry about Boa. Banlist will murder her. I actually don't think the ban list is going to hit anything that Boa has outside of maybe 4-cost pudding. Which, that would be huge. But, yeah. I think it's too late. I think it's too late. Like, we saw last time that the ban list was, like, way too late for where the East meta was already at. Like, we thought we were going to see UP Luffy or Gum Gum Giant get banned because Luffy was, like god tier at the moment because people hadn't even figured out the full, like, Betty matchup yet. Luffy was, like, insane. UP Luffy. OP11, right? And then we saw, like, Moria, Raigo, and fucking whatever, Ice Age or whatever get banned. And it was, like, Lucci and Enel were not even meta at the point. They weren't even that good. Like, nobody was even playing Enel or Lucci at the time in, like, the Asian meta. So I think, unfortunately, unless they can act quicker or, like, make a decision based on the more recent info, which they should, they fucking just should. I don't know. It may not come in time. Bandai may not be coming in time, boys. I'm sorry. They might be coming later. Luffy protects his character with life. Basically, they're playing 2 7Ks with Rush. What do you mean? To play Kobe versus Luffy is like Kobe versus Rosie. So maybe they're bored enough to where they have to take all life or lose bodies. Yeah. But he's a 5 life leader. And Rosie's only 4. And yeah, I don't know. It's slightly different, but that is a good way to look at it. The difference is Rosie played bigger characters earlier. Yeah, but also the difference is that Luffy plays 10 cost Enel, which Kobe struggles really hard against the boss monsters, right? Especially in a deck that can heal. Like at a certain point, Kobe can't KO multiple 10 costs in a row. It's just hard, right? Unless you're super teched for it, which I guess maybe you could do that if you want to beat Luffy and Ace. My uncle is from Bandai. Ace and Emu get nerfed? Hell yeah. Emu dead? I think Emu is lower for sure. Lunami tier 0. I don't know. I'm gonna adjust things here. I'm trying to think if there's any other leaders too that I'm missing. Let me check something real quick. I don't really agree with most of their tier lists, to be honest, for the pros, but I do this sometimes just to check what leaders I'm missing. Okay. We need Sanji. We can add Rosie, because these are like leaders that are relevant right now. Right? I'm just gonna put them here for now. Hold on. I'm probably gonna have to change my tier list, like the names and stuff. I just add 3, a tier 3, and then counter picks. Something like this. RG Law post rotation probably doesn't have what it takes. We got Sabo though. Sabo could work. What else are we missing? UI Nami. Just because of her recent success, we can put Nami in there. I don't know if the promo Nami actually has a shot. Green Zoro maybe. I think this is good enough. I think this is good enough. If we put too many leaders, it's gonna be too convoluted. There goes a lot. There's multiple higher bodies. Yeah, like 9-cost Sanji fucks him over. Yo, Brock, what's up? Local get top 32 at Nats with Blue Nami. Yeah, I saw that. He's from Texas? Nice. Yeah, I mean, Blue Nami is okay, but I also don't know, because like for OP15, I have no fucking clue. I think Anel probably shits all over Blue Nami, if I'm being honest, just because you can kind of like aggro them down. That's awesome though. I didn't know he was a local. Yeah, the RG Luffy 3rd place and seeing some of the other leaders top was cool. Yeah, Sanji loses Red Rock, so he's probably going to be down here. Tier 3 will probably be like they lose too much from rotation, or they probably are just going to do bad into the meta. But the problem is like Kobe still struggles against Hancock and Ace, right? So you can handle one big body per turn if you're set up, right? Like you need the setup and you need the cards in hand. Like we saw when that UP Luffy low rolled like crazy and Kobe hit perfect curve like from the Japan nets. No idea how he does it. Some people are just cracked, bro. Some people are cracked on certain leaders. Croco Boy gonna be trash? I don't know. I think we were talking about it earlier where like Black Croc could be kind of decent. Like might be good against Anel, might be good against Luffy. You definitely, Ace is hard. Ace can be pretty hard, and Hancock's kind of hard. If they just get enough triggers and aggro you down. But like maybe purple Doflamingo too. Put him at 3. I do think decks like RG Luffy and Carrot and maybe even Bonnie and potentially even Red Yellow Bonnie, but Red Yellow Bonnie, I don't know, you just kind of struggle into like Ace without Red Rock. You might be okay. Maybe we could put this as a counter pick. And then tier 1.5, we could put Kobe here. This is kind of cope though, I'm not gonna lie. This is kind of cope. I think Mihawk is 1.5. And then Emu would be like tier 2. Or at the tail end of 1.5. Krieg might be 1.5 too. This is hard. I'm guessing on everything here. The only thing is that I think like these 4 leaders are gonna start out as like the top leaders. And a lot of it depends on certain matchups. Like Mihawk can still be Ace. You can beat Hancock. I don't know how the Luffy matchup goes, and I need to see the Enel matchup more. A lot of these things depend on like the matchups from and to, like going into and versus coming from Hancock and Ace. There, Reftera, looking at tier 1, tier 2, Mihawk definitely tier 1, Ace and will lose Red Rock. Yeah, losing Red Rock. I just don't know the matchups for Luffy, and I can see a world where like Supernova Carrot beats Enel and is good into Luffy. I just don't know, because we don't have Kid. If we could keep Kid, if we had ACOS Kid still, I think like a Supernova Mihawk and Red Green Law could be like tier 1, like easy. My boy Kalgara. Kalgara could be okay. I mean, there's plenty of leaders here that are just like. Do you think maybe Nami is actually? I would put Nami at tier 2 at least. Rebecca is probably tier 3. I kind of also just think like these are going to be the top 4 most played. Even if this isn't like the actual strength ranking, I think this is what at the very, very start of the meta, I think these will be the top 4 most played decks for like the first week. This is kind of where I'm seeing it. Green Bonnie with Luffy from BR2. You have to be multicolored to play that card. Yeah, RG Luffy looks good. Just Ace. I'm not including the Luffy and Ace leader because we have no clue yet. Best alt-art leader? Yeah, definitely Brook. Definitely my boy. I could see Brook being 1.5, but it's hard. I almost just want to include like, I almost just want to take away a 1.5 and put all these leader in tier 2 because I'm not sure. Like a tier 1, 2, 3. But like, because for me, in order to like actually make a tier list, you have to establish the top, I think. Dude, you know what? I don't even know if Emu can go in 1.5. Like, you lose to Hancock, you probably lose to Enel. I don't know how the Luffy matchup goes. I really don't know. I actually think Emu can beat Luffy. I actually think Emu can beat Yellow Luffy, but I'm not sure because the secret of Luffy can fucking pop off. Like Emu, literally all Emu does is block and use events. So it might come down to that. And then this is always a matchup where like each of these decks can handle each other. It kind of just depends on the meta. But if you sit down as Emu against Ace, you're never like super happy, especially if you lose the dice roll. Like it's not a matchup that you're like excited to hit. So with potentially 3, potentially 4, all 4 being like not safe wins for Emu, I think Emu goes to tier 2. If this is correct. If this is not the top meta, obviously it's different. Because you have two leaders that you just can't remove anything. And then Hancock where you get punished if you remove anything outside of blue removal. So like removal decks aren't that strong into this meta, like no matter what. I'm a little hesitant to put Kobe in tier 1.5 though, I'm not gonna lie. It would really come down to how good these. Nah, I'm gonna put him in 2. I can't put him in 1.5. Like you lose to these 2 leaders, and then like if you don't even have that solid of a game plan against Enel or like a solid win rate against Enel and Luffy, there's no way I could put that in tier 1.5. Let me see. Mihawk makes sense to me just because it's like you already beat 2 of the leaders up there. And it's gonna come down to how good the Enel and Luffy matchups are. I really don't know how it's gonna go. So if both of these matchups are bad for Mihawk, he goes down to 2 for me. If they're good, he goes up to 1. If they stay like mid, then I think he stays at 1.5. You know what I mean? Or like if Hancock falls off and it's just Enel and Luffy and Ace, and Mihawk struggles against Enel and Luffy, then Mihawk falls off. It's like that kind of thing. Lucy, What do you beat? What do you beat, bro? Lucy seems like a deck that doesn't have very many unfavorable matchups, but it doesn't have any favored matchups. I could see you maybe beating Enel. I have no clue. Hancock, I think, is doable, but you're 4 life, so it's kind of tricky. Luffy, it seems like you'd be good into Luffy. And then Ace, I'm not sure. I'm really not sure. I might have to put Lucy into too. Krieg, I think you can beat Enel. I think Krieg is actually one of the decks that I see like a clear path to beating Enel. I want to say you're good into the Hancock, but the problem is like, even though you're minusing their board, which is really, really strong, you're not actually becoming a 7k leader unless you're playing Zeph. And that means they can always, always, always swing like 6, 7k with leader and just life burn you with like 5 cost Nami, 9 cost Hancock. And then if they survive long enough to just have like, you know, 9 cost Hancock down, they're still swinging 8k with that, or 7k with that. I don't know. It's kind of hard. But I do see how Krieg could be favored. Luffy, I have no clue. Luffy is gonna go wide, but he's also healing. Having the minus 2k will be pretty strong. But I can just see him outlasting Krieg. I can just see him outlasting Krieg, and like, even if you're minus 2k, the secret rare Luffy getting the buff along with like 10 cost Enel, I just don't know if that's gonna be enough. And then Ace, I think Ace just shits on Krieg. I don't think Krieg is good against like boss monster decks, because it's just, what are you gonna do? You're gonna make my new gate a 10k? Like, okay, I'll swing 10k. You know what I mean? Like, even fucking Vista goes from an 8 to a 6, and you still have to worry about double attack, you know? And Jozu just bounces your fucking mid-game card if it's not Alvida, and then you just lose because you don't have a board. So like, good, maybe bad. I think that's fair. Right now, like, the good, maybe bad, or good, maybe is like the minimal requirement for me to put this at tier 1.5 right now. Brook, I actually think Brook could win against Enel. I just don't know. I need to see. Brook, in my testing, was pretty good against Hancock because of the 7 cost Luffy that makes your leader a 7k. Luffy, I'm not sure. Ace, probably not. I don't know. Ace really is going to be tricky for me because you can rest a lot of stuff and you have a lot of pressure, but I just think that like, even with Brook's like lethal turn, I don't know if you can get through like Brook's lethal turn. I think you get through Enel. I think you do get through Hancock. You might be able to get through Luffy. I don't think you get through Ace. Like, he's just so strong with so many fucking cards in hand. But maybe. I'll probably put him back down to 2. Maybe I should put the counter picks up here. Does that make more sense? Putting him at the bottom seems kind of weird. You know what though? I think like for just a pure shot in the dark, I think this is pretty good. But this is of the assumption that these are like the top 4 most played leaders. Potentially the strongest, but just for the start, the most played. I think like, I really want to stress that. I don't actually think or know that these will be the strongest decks. Lucy got to be able to beat Emu with that 4 cost event. Yeah, I think Lucy will be pretty decent in Emu. I don't think Emu is going to be decent into the top meta though. So I don't think Emu is really going to see a lot of play. I could be wrong. Could be wrong. Are you known as a day 0 Ace hater? Yeah, but I mean, like, the funny thing is, I was talking to my friend, I was like, if I have to choose between one of these 4 decks, like I was saying about Luffy, like if I have to choose between one of these 4 for my CS qualifiers, I'm probably picking Ace. Like, I'm not gonna lie. Just because I like Ace, and I don't want to play Boa. I don't really think I'm gonna enjoy playing Enel. It'll be like Ace or Luffy if I have to choose. Like, if I really just want to try and secure my CS spot, and then I can go back to coping. So I have for the evaluation. It is good It is good though. It's like any deck that becomes like a counter for Emu just means that Emu has a harder time breaking back into the meta. Blue good versus yellow in general. Yeah, it's just good against yellow in general, but Boa is just, you know, if you're a 4-life leader, Boa can always rush you down. That's my only problem. Y'all not ready for my OP15 Mihawk matchup too? Dude, even putting Mihawk at 1.5, I'm sure so many people would flame me for this. So many people would think I'm just like super hard coping. I'm not gonna lie. So I'm excited to see yours. I think Purple Nell is actually good, yes. Like really, really good. Putting band, pair band, and Red Rock is rotated. Nothing left to stop Mihawk. Trust Mihawk for the CS. Right now, and I was talking to my friend last night, because Brook seems good. Brook seems good. Not for my CS though, just for the CS qualifier. The where you gotta get top 3. Like win 4 or 5 rounds in a row, basically. I am probably gonna play Mihawk though. Probably. I will test Bonnie. I will definitely test Bonnie. But I don't know if it'll be enough. I really don't. Like, I know people think I just like cope on Bonnie because it's just like I still take Bonnie to things when I actually think she has a good shot. Like when I got top 4 at the CS, it wasn't just because I was like, oh, Bonnie's the only leader I can play. It literally was also because like it was a good read and I was rewarded for it. Even my CS final, I chose Bonnie over Mihawk because I was expecting a lot of Mihawk and Boas. And if I hadn't hit an Emu round 1, I would have had a still pretty good chance to make it to Nats. And then even at Nats, bro. Even at Nats, either Bonnie or Mihawk would have been a good choice because of how many people were playing Boa. But going into OP15, if Bonnie can beat Enel, Luffy, and upgraded Boa consistently with a list, I'll think about it. But for right now, Mihawk's my main choice that's not an OP15 leader. And then Brook, I don't know. I also have the 3-on-3 coming up on the 20th of March, so I'll have to see. I don't see Emu going that low unless he gets nerfed. But I mean, tell me why Emu has a good matchup into all these leaders. You also, by the way, you lose to Krieg and Mihawk as Emu. So if this is true, Emu literally has 1, 2, 3, 4, like potentially 5 and 6 bad matchups into every single leader in the top. You know what I mean? We could throw Green Zoro in here. If I'm missing a leader, let me know. We might be able to put him in. What up, Tao Tao? Good morning from Austria. Nice. Welcome. P and L and 15 Luffy that strong? Maybe. I'm not sure. I'm saying it's like a if then sentence. Like if these are strong, then I think the meta will look like this. I think Krieg is really strong, but I think he just like, I don't know. He's either going to be super duper strong or really strong but too fragile and just not make it. It's like a very thin line for me with Krieg. Because like he really doesn't even have that many cards, man. Like half of your deck is just going to be like shitty East Blue cards. I think people have to realize that too. Like when you look at the deck list and what it's actually going to look like, it's not very good. You're going to run Django and the search event because you're just going to be looking for the, like, like Kuro, Alvida, Gin, and the 8-cost Krieg. And 7-cost Shanks if it ends up being a good card in the deck. Yeah, it's kind of, I think it'll be like another mini jungle meta. Like it was before EBO4. Like the OP14 meta. Thoughts on Blurple Luffy putting its band plus Red Rock and Mihawk rotating? I think he's out of here. I think UP Luffy sucks for a while. Not gonna lie. Coping for Carrot, yeah. Carrot I think is good into any deck that can stun and use 5-cost Carrot. I think is a good contender into this top meta. Yeah, so they all common, uncommon, spoiled, but didn't take a deeper look. If you want, you can. We went over the whole reveal earlier in the stream, so you can check that out later if you want.
Tao_Panda is now following.
Bonnie is Cope from OP15 now on. Yeah, until Bonnie gets like more support, like actual support. And I'm not just talking about unsearchable random shit that people like to attribute as actual support for Bonnie. I do think it's gonna be rough. I do think she'll be decent though. It's really funny. She's gonna have these pockets like she always does, where like if she beats 3 out of 4 of the main leaders in the top meta, she's still gonna be good. But you're just gonna have to take a risk in playing her. Whereas in like OP14, I think she was actually still a really good leader, like criminally underrated as a good leader, just because if you have a winning matchup in a Mihawk. Yeah, we lose 10-cost Dofy, 8-cost Kid with 0 new support coming in. It's gonna be rough, which is unfortunate because like 8-cost Kid would probably do so well into this meta. It's crazy. Bandai did it on purpose. Thoughts on Vivi? I wanted to kind of put Vivi in here, but like, I don't know. Literally, all of these decks are like hard. You can be Ace. You can be Ace. Hancock, I'm actually not sure. I think if you tech Gravity Blade or like bottom decking removal, maybe. But I don't know. Vivi would be a fun leader to test as like a potential into the meta. How can I play RG? Dude, I don't know if you were here when I said it earlier, but I was like, because this is post rotation, but if 8-cost Kid stuck around, I think RG Law would be tier 1 for this meta. I really do. Just gotta make sure you can beat Ace, and then I think everything else is fine. What up, Lysol? Most recent Bonnie top at NA Nats didn't run 10-cost Dofy or Kid. Yeah, that's true. They ran like Zoro and other stuff. Yeah, Bonnie's tools are gone with no replacement. And that's why I'm like, damn, that sucks. That's an RG Luffy. I think RG Luffy will be strong. I think he'll be really strong. I think this is a sleeper deck. Carrot is a sleeper deck that like makes sense on paper, but you still lose to Ace. And I don't know if you like. We've played a good amount of Carrot from like OP14, EBO4, EBO3, and it's definitely favored against Hancock, but it's not like as safe as people think. It's not like it's not an 80-20 matchup at all or anything. But I think you can probably beat Anel and Luffy, but you lose to Ace, and Mihawk can be hard. Krieg might fuck you, I'm not sure. Well, I don't know if Krieg's a furry or not, but we'll find out. Yeah, Ace loses Red Rock and Round Table, but he gets others. He gets that 7-cost Zoro. He can use Fire Fist. Carrot's real thing for Ace too is like Jozu. Like on curve Jozu kind of fucks us over. You really need 6-cost Law and Mystems to like keep up. And then, I mean, without Red Rock, it might turn into like a 50-50 matchup, or like slightly losing if you're running Law and Beppo. But if you're not running Law and Beppo or 9-cost Shanks, like I don't think you beat Ace. Yeah, actual searchable cards is what I want. Chatters and Chinois are still hating on 8-cost Kid. Mention the RG Law 8-cost Kid hate. RG Law? Are people running Kid in RG Law now? West is a joke. I mean, they're probably just seeing the recent success from... Oh, sorry, I thought you meant RG Luffy. I'm dumb. Yeah, they're seeing the success from RG Law and just attributing it to that probably. Oh, what up, MTG? Did I miss something? RG Law. Yeah. RG Law also rotates out. I was saying ACOS Kid, but I also meant the leader itself. My bad. Yeah, generic protection, yes, but like 3-cost Tashigi wasn't enough, you know? Like, maybe if you run 3-cost Tashigi and Laboon, but then you're running 8 unsearchable 2Ks in a deck that can't do that. Zoro and Luffy Supernova is coming. Please, please. I really need it, dude. Zoro and the Luffy Ace deck. Nah, Luffy Ace is not gonna do anything for Bonnie. Let's be real. Green Yellow Kuma and OP16. Did you see that 4-cost Kuma, Raftera? Because we were talking about it after you said that, like later in the stream, and I was like, oh, is that why you said that? Yeah, RG Law rotating out too. I know. I'm sorry. I didn't mean it like he was staying. I meant like if RG Law was still playable. That's my bad. Looking for a while. Nice. How's it going? Going good. I think Foxy, you know what? Okay. Let me walk it through though. I don't know about this RY Bonnie, by the way. I don't know. It's just good against Boa. And like maybe it can beat Ace. Maybe it's 50-50 against Ace if they don't have Red Rock. I don't know if you actually can beat Enel or Luffy though, so. Alright, what do you think Foxy... Can Foxy beat Enel? Like, I could kind of see it. Is Foxy good against Boa? I imagine it's okay. Yeah, we got 0 Supernova support in, well, yellow OP15. I misread the leaks. It's coming in the starter. Play RG Law before it goes out. Yeah, you still have 1 month where it's gonna pop off. GY Law is dead too. Yeah, GY Law is probably not in any better spot. Think could beat an L. Foxy probably beats Ace for sure without Red Rock, right? Right? I could see that. Decent against Boa, beats Mihawk. Think he could beat Krieg. Krieg, I don't know. Krieg, we'll have to see. Yellow Luffy, Kobe, yeah. Yellow Luffy, yeah, I'm not sure. Kobe does seem hard. Lucy would be maybe hard too. Brook, I could see kind of going either way. But if you're locked, like Brook needs his characters to attack, so Foxy could be like really good against Brook actually. I'm gonna play RG Law. Oh, sorry. Yeah, Brook is probably fine. Emu's fine. I'll put him as a potential counter pick then, because these are all like I don't know. But like on paper, they all have things going for them that are good against the top like 6-7 leaders. How crazy would Ace leader ban be? Pretty crazy. I would not expect that to happen. Top, god damn it. Did I say it? Said 6 or 7. You son of a bitch. Bad into Rosie, fine to Sabo, Croc, and Dofi. So what you're telling me is Foxy is like best deck in format? Like Rosie and Bonnie are the only 2 decks that beat him. What about Sanji? Sanji with Red Rock I feel like would be bad. I would run only 4 1-cost Laboon, 3-cost Tashigi is hard to play after 3-4 down turn. Yeah, but then you're just in the same kind of like predicament as before, you know what I mean? Like it doesn't really make it that much better. Although I do think it's I do think it's technically probably mostly overall better than 3 cost Shigi. But I think as most decks, you're gonna find it hard to have the second card to rest outside of like Mihawk. Rosie is better if G-Blade falls out of favor. That's true. That's true. Rosie could be like a sneaker pick. Sneaker pick. Like a sneak pick. Little sneaky boy. Mihawk, best second format trust. You heard it here first. You all heard it here. You heard it from Raftero, the GOAT. If you get 2 tall boys, Bonnie is tough as RG Luffy. I got a tall boy. I'll tell you right now. I got a tall boy in the fridge. Restoration, I think Sanji's okay. I'll put Foxy in counter picks. I'll put him in counter picks. Anything else? Do you think like Purple Kaido would be good? Purple Kaido. What are some other... Oh, I kind of want to... Dude, I actually think Shirahoshi... Sure 4. I actually think Shirahoshi is like good here. Oh, what about Zoro? Hold on. I do think Zoro could beat Enel. Oh my god, is Zoro good into this meta? I think Zoro is actually good into Enel. Because you rest their 6 costs. I think Boa is actually still kind of hard. It's harder with without Rayleigh. It's nice though, but they just have so much heal. Boa is kind of a close matchup. I think it's very close to 50-50. Yellow Luffy, I would assume Zoro loses, but I'm not sure. Just because your leader effect is basically pointless, or like you can't KO his characters. And then your favorite against Ace right now, I think. I'm gonna put Zoro in tier 2. Like, I think Zoro's better into the meta than Emu is. Guess I'll keep jamming Mihawk. I think out of the top 6 leaders there, Boa is the hardest for Foxy. Yeah, especially with Borsa. Sorry, 29 Luffy. I'm kind of just like... This is my yellow Luffy for right now. You could put Sardeck 29. He's good against Boa. You die to Ace though. Although without Red Rock, maybe not. Shira, how? How's Shira? Shirahoshi's just strong. I think she's super underrated. You're good into Boa. I could see you being good into an L. I don't know about Luffy. And without Red Rock, I think you beat Ace. Or it's like close to 50-50. Because you can already beat Ace as Shirahoshi. It's not even the hardest matchup. I think you have the struggle of, you know, non-attacking leader. You do kind of need to curve out a little bit, otherwise you're just so far behind. 10-10 to 6-10. 10-10 to 6-10. No, but you just rest it, right? You just rest it, you clear their 1 costs on the board, and then swing a life, you know? And then his 1 costs are just like never swinging. Or yeah, you just swing, I don't know, 10 to 12k into their NL, and they got to give you 1 to 2 cards to save it, you know? 2 hits on leader every turn into yellow Luffy, right? I mean, yes, but Zoro really needs like the benefit of clearing their opponent's board, right? Without that, it's hard. What up, Super Pants? Coming in with the 6-7. Sanji goes down like 2 tiers without Red Rock. I agree. I'm keeping Sanji in tier 3. Do you think Rosie should go up to tier 2? Harder. Sneaker? What? Don't get me canceled, Oppo. Please don't get me canceled. I think RG Luffy, OP15 leaders. The only leader that has given me a tough time has been Krieg. Yeah, I can see that. Have you been testing Luffy into the OP15 meters? Are you guys testing OP15 already? Rotation is April 1st. Have you on mute as I'm at work, but I gotta ask, what tier would you place Blackbeard? Oh, Blackbeard. Blackbeard. Bro, I don't know. Blackbeard. Blackbeard singing in the dead of night. Trash your card and turn off all your effects. All your on plays go bye-bye. They were only good versus a deck does not teach. La da 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 da. He's tier 1, bro. Best deck in format. I don't know. Probably bad against Anel. I've heard it's bad against Boa. It's like kind of rough. Luffy you probably beat. And without Red Rock, maybe you beat Ace. But people are running Vista right now, which is really strong. Maybe like 2 or 3. 2 or 3. You lose to Mihawk. You probably lose. Yeah. Oh no, you lose to Krieg. You definitely lose to Krieg. Because you can just rest all your shit. Maybe 3? Maybe 3. 2 or 3 on a, depending if it's a good day or not. Let me do this so you guys can see. But I wouldn't put him in the tier list. April Fool's JK no rotation. Damn, got him. Blackbeard singing in the dead of night. That's funny. I just imagine now, like, every time I hear Blackbeard, I'm just gonna think of Blackbeard, like, like, cause you know he like can't sleep or whatever. So just have him like sitting there as a kid, like crying because he can't sleep, looking up at the moon. Blackbeard crying in the dead of night. Dry those tears and come inside. All your life you've just been waiting for some sleep to be there. Bring back the 4-cost event that negates, then pops a 4-cost. Black hole. I think RG Luffy is higher in the tier list. I mean, these are just counter picks. These aren't placed anywhere in the tier list. These are just counter picks. It's not tier 4. It's just these are like completely dependent on the meta being like kind of exactly like this. Otherwise, they have the potential to be like tier 3 or lower. Reduce their cost, then black hole. Yeah, maybe. But when they have 3 NLs on the board, like, unless you can do that every single turn, I just don't think it's gonna work. Cause NL gets that shit from like turn 3, right? Turn 3, you're playing a fucking 8 cost 10k body. And you'd have to reduce it by 4. Maybe. I could see a world where it's actually not that bad. Blue Kuzan. What do you guys think about Kuzan? I would have to just put Kuzan at like tier 2, tier 3. Yeah, I mean, Black Hole would be really good. Black Hole would be great against everything except Luffy, because it's his leader effect. And you wouldn't be able to use your Dawn. Although you could still KO stuff, like 10 cost Newgate or Blackbeard, and then KO something. I don't know. Need a replacement for Roundtable? Yeah. 4 cost event, they get minus 12k from opponent's character. Gotta power creep it. I don't think so. I would be really surprised if we actually got a round table replacement. I think it's gonna be more like the new Fire Fist, where it's 7 Dawn, but you get plus 3k and a minus 8k. And you can't just play 7 cost Ein. On everyone's soul, we play in Reiju? You think so? That's true. Technically, 7 cost Ein is kind of like the better, the only replacement we have right now. BY Moria, the new 2k unremovable Perona. Can freeze all. That's true. 4 cost Perona is really good against an L. That's kind of super true. I'll put Moria at tier 3. This is 3/IDK. Like, if I'm putting Croc and Dofi here, I think Moria deserves to be here. Actually, everyone play Reiju. I also wish everyone would play Reiju. Why? What's going on? Yeah, the new Laboon is good. Laboon is... There's only a few leaders, like, I think Mihawk, RG Luffy, I think RG Luffy and Mihawk are the 2 leaders that can, like, use it the easiest for the Dawn. But I don't think Mihawk needs the Laboon. But it's always an option. I don't think the funny thing is like, I think most of the top meta has anti-removal built in, so I don't think you're gonna see a lot of removal decks in the meta anyways. I play decks that smash Rager. That's what I thought you were saying that, Jay. That's funny. You're just the best. You know that OP? I think an L is good. These are not ordered, by the way. I wouldn't order this. It's not ordered. I mean, this shit could be so wrong, bro. This shit could be so wrong. Think an L gonna be that good? I do. I do actually think an L will be this good. I think he's fucking kind of broken, but not like Emu OP13 broken. Kind of like, what's a good example? What was like, I mean, kind of like Mihawk and Boa. Like, kind of really strong and broken in their own regard, like in their own right, but like have counters. OP12 Rayleigh? I'm making membership on YouTube as well. I'm not a fan of the Twitch interface. Yeah, I have. I really want to, but the problem with memberships is like, I don't want to make memberships until I can actually put out content for it. And once you start, you have to like at least for me, from the way I would want to do it, is like, once I start, I have to continuously put out extra content, and I'm just a little too busy at the moment. Because we're also trying to eventually set up like doing the fun community tournaments, all that kind of stuff too. But yeah, once in April, once we not April, sorry, but like once we have unified sets and everything, I'm gonna maybe try harder to revamp a lot of the YouTube stuff. Just feed pics. Yeah, I don't like the idea of making a membership and not having any perks for it, unless it was just like $1 or something. But yeah, it's just really hard. It's really hard, like, because we had some good ideas too for like talking about 6 Sauce Law, going over like stuff from the Bonnie guide and everything. I just didn't have time for it. So, but what about that? What about the what do you think, what does the membership have to do with like the you just mean about using Twitch? Because you can just always watch on YouTube. He doesn't listen to us about YouTube memberships? Bro, I've wanted to make I've talked about this multiple times on stream and in the Discord. It's against my like my code. I'm not gonna just make a membership for nothing. I needed to provide people with something, and I have a lot of cool ideas for things I want to do with them, but Shit's already hard enough, bro. Shit's already hard enough, like working full time and streaming and doing all this too. I'm also hoping to have a little bit more free time starting from April, to focus a little bit more on this stuff. But I do appreciate it though. I want to make YouTube memberships. I wish I could do YouTube memberships and do more like gameplay videos and stuff, but I'm not gonna just play on the sim. Like, I don't like just like sim content anymore as far as like videos and stuff. So if you guys have suggestions, let me know. Not in any order starts. No, I changed it to show that it's not ordered. Lucy being a direct counter to Emu changes the game for Emu players. Yeah, having an option like this I think is good. Wouldn't subbing on Twitch kind of be the same thing in a way as giving you money? Yeah, and people can, if you want to support me, you can always sub on Twitch. You can give me super chats on YouTube. You can like support my Metafy stuff. There's already ways you can support, you know. I'm not sure, does membership on YouTube mean my streams are ad free? I don't think so, right? YouTube streaming interface just kind of sucks too. I think for actual streaming interface, Twitch is still better. LC has to do EO3 boxes for 120. Oh shit! With the seal cut, 300 for seal and tag. That's awesome. That's amazing. That's MSRP, no? Where's your locals? Just dox yourself so people can come get that price. I think RG Law would be best second form with new extra format. That's too hard for me to tell. That's too hard for me to tell. I do think RG Law will be good though, because people have already been popping off with him recently. Film yourself doing karaoke and post that. I'd watch that. that'd be fun. That'd be funny. I don't think I need to put that into the internet. I want to give you free money. I know. I get it. I get it. I'm just saying, like, there's a reason I haven't done the memberships, and it's because I don't have a good system set up to do it. You guys can sub to me on Twitch and give super chats. Just saying. Idaho, nice. Why is Blue Kuzan not at tier 1? I don't know. We were just talking about him. Is he good into these leaders? I don't think so. Like, Boa is kind of iffy. Luffy, I have no clue, to be honest. Enel, with like 6 cost Kuzan and Ice Time, I could actually see being kind of good. And then Ace without Red Rock, I don't know. Geo gets her YouTube membership stream when? Yeah, like that kind of shit. That would be good. That's a good idea. I mean, Fifth String, Max had a lot of good ideas. And I have a bunch of ideas that I want to do too, but it's like, I only have so much time in the day. And I just really enjoy just like off-rip streaming like this. So yeah, more streams. More streams is already something I want to do though, moving forward in April. So we could do, I wouldn't be able to show it on Twitch, but I guess we could do, can you do membership only streams? Is that possible? How much is the price of gas? You probably would end up paying the same amount. That's funny. Or we just do fee picks like Hero was saying. There's got to be more decks in 1.5, right? What if we did this? I gotta have some spicy takes, no? You think Rosie goes to tier 2? I think he actually might. This tier 1.5 is like super, I'm not sure. It's not that spicy, right? Fuck it, Iceberg 1.5 before he goes out, pre-rotation. I mean, I don't know. I don't think this is that spicy of a tier list, to be honest. But it only makes sense if this is true, right? That's the only thing I keep repeating that, but like it matters a lot for this tier list. Switching from Emu to Kobe and an L next to you. Nice. Kobe is definitely a sleeper. Kobe's a sleeper. He could do really well, but I could also see him just like not being able to perform that great. Krieg and Mihawk are like, they're either going to be amazing or have to fall off a lot harder. Lucy, I'm kind of throwing Lucy a bone here. I have no clue. I do think Lucy is a sleeper though. Kobe and Lucy seem like sleepers to me. I think Brook is underrated, but I don't know if he's actually that strong. And then Rebecca is like, yeah, I need a chef. I need a strong chef to cook this one up. Emu out. Oh, GY Yamato back. Yamato. Oh, if Enel was a 4-life leader, bro. Because you can be Ace. You can be Ace with Yamato. The new Yamato. It's not impossible. Because you're swinging 8s so much. I don't know though. Boa with Borsa just seems like you lose as Yamato now. It already wasn't like the best. Yamato's pretty good into Boa though. Banish, bro. Onami, Banish, Luffy. If there was one more, if one of these was a 4-life leader, I would legit put like Yamato in like the chance tier. Because Ace is not actually like it's not the normal 3-life leader, right? At Kobe, I saw it tear apart UP Luffy in Japan. That's made me happy. Yeah, we were all like super stoked at that one. No, was a 4-life leader, he'd just be bad. Yeah, but I mean, like if he was like a multicolor leader or something. Yo, what up, Goom? What does RY Bonnie lose to? Doesn't give me a tier 1. Bonnie loses to like. It's kind of weird. Bonnie beats like the mid-range decks like this, like Boa, but struggles against like removal. But if Red Rock's gone, she has a better shot. But I still think you'll struggle against like Ace. It's not even guaranteed against Emu. I need to practice the matchup more. I still think Bonnie's pretty good against Emu though. I played my friend on Kobe before and it was kind of rough. She just also loses to herself sometimes. Like if you don't keep just spamming the 9k buff. Yamato can play Borsa too. That's true. That's true. GP Luffy. GP Luffy. Maybe. Excuse me. Oh my god. Yo, GP Luffy? Maybe. Maybe. He's in the I don't know category for this. Oh my god. I just got destroyed by that sneeze. GP Luffy gets chopped by Ace still? Maybe. If you can beat these 3 decks, even if you have a bad matchup in Ace, I don't know if it's... That's still pretty good. Yeah, but you could just switch to... You could switch to putting Mary back in, although it wouldn't really do much for the other matchups. I mean, if you can beat 3 out of the 4 top leaders, I think that's pretty good. I think that's enough to give him a chance. I just don't know if he actually can. I think you can lose to Hancock pretty easily, though. But you just aggro them down, right? I could see Luffy struggling against Enel, though, actually. UP Luffy, I think, is out of the running for a while. I think he's just bad. Yeah, Borsalino's kind of crazy. I answered this already, but I haven't heard your thoughts. Quick answer: what do you think will be banned? I don't think the bans will be addressing anything super recent, just based on how they've done it in the past. So like probably not Borsalino. I could see a pudding ban. I could see them ban pudding. Something maybe that affects Ace. I don't think we're gonna see any leader bans. I think you're gonna see maybe a pudding ban, maybe some other pair bans. They might unban something. And that's it. I don't think you're gonna see a Borsalino ban. I don't think you're gonna see I don't think you're gonna see I didn't think they were gonna ban anything. Even after the announcement, I still don't really think they're gonna ban anything. But if they do, it could be like the only card that outright banning I could see is pudding. Yeah, or like a pair ban of Quasar and Borsalino, maybe, but even then, that just seems like it's too recent. Unbanned Gecko, maybe, but they would have announced that. The thing is, I feel like they would have announced that in the extra regulation, but maybe not. No, yeah, I feel like they would have though. Locking in a pudding ban, I could see pudding getting banned. I really could. I don't think it's 100% necessary, but I could see it. Waiting for a good card. Don't make Roger broken. Some people, I've heard people talk about Roger being decent in OP15, but I don't know. I gotta get going soon. I don't know if I have any last thoughts. The cope is forecast pudding. Bo's hard found doing Rayleigh. Yeah, Bo doesn't run any Rayleigh anymore, so at least most people don't. I just want to play Marco again. Yeah. If they gave Marco a package that was less like KO focused, maybe. Like less removal focused. It's just hard. I streamed like 6 or 7 hours and napped the first 3. That's your fault, bro. Oh, Lucci. Lucci. I'll put Lucci in, I don't know. Lucci's pretty strong. I don't know if you can beat any of these decks though. But without Red Rock, that motherfucking Lucci is sticking, bro. That 4-cost Lucci is sticking. Oh yeah, you never have less Dawn than an L after like turn 3. That's kind of rough. Or if you do, you're playing with 5 Dawn the entire time, which you can't. I mean, you can still right? Yeah. Sure. Yeah, I mean, you still get the effects off. I don't think it's that bad. You just don't get the draw and stuff. Because this happens no matter what, right? And then yeah. Yeah, I think you're fine. You're fine, I guess, I know. I was just trying to remember to make sure I wasn't forgetting any, like, special effects. start streaming on Twitch. Got everything set up. Yo, let's go. For real? That'd be awesome. I'll raid you, bro. She will struggle with the amount of protection these days. Lucci doesn't play removal anymore. It's just an aggro beatdown deck. You just play the new 4-cost Lucci and get them to like 10, 11, 12, 13k as fast as possible and then try and kill your opponent. You don't even... Some decks literally don't even run any removal anymore. You can run like 9-cost Stussy just for like boss monsters in a pinch. But it's not a removal deck anymore. It's kind of crazy. No removal is cheeks. Hinakaku the goat. I mean, by default you're running some like KO stuff, but I'm just saying like the main like goal of the deck is not to KO stuff anymore. The goal is always to get the 4-cost Luccis on the board. Miss Rayleigh, Bella Betty, and Red Zoro in the format. I don't know if I can agree with you on that one. $150 webcam. That's pretty good. Damn. The cantrip. What is a cantrip? Give me a very good reason for Bonnie. DMG can be strong until it rotates anyways. Until DMG rotates? That's like 2-3 years from now. Yeah, I could see GP doing pretty well. I'm not gonna lie. We'll see though. Alright. I think we're gonna call it there though, guys. I will probably be streaming again tomorrow around the same time. Just got a few extra things to check and make sure of. I'm going to America next week. I'm going back home, so I have a lot of stuff, a lot of errands and things I got to run this weekend. So that's another thing too. I'm gonna try and stream tomorrow and then one more time on my Monday. And then I will be leaving for the US from that Tuesday. I will not be back until like the 8th or 9th of March. So
Gold Experience 1 is now following.
Thanks for the follow. And thank you to all the subs today. I really appreciate you guys. Cootie, Skella, all the follows. Thank you guys. Damn, 980 followers. We're almost at 1,000. That's awesome. I don't know if I can stream while I'm in the States. I might be able to get a cheeky little like evening stream in, which would be funny because it'll be like the same time as like this, but I'll be in America too, just on my laptop with some like shitty setup probably. But I mean, if OP15 gets updated, which I highly doubt. I know Bots has been busy, and I think he's been a little demotivated recently, so unmotivated. If OP15 gets updated while I'm in America, I will like really try and do a cooking stream, where I'll cook lasagna while we talk about OP15. If not, I might just try and get a cheeky little stream in. I'm not sure, but I'll figure all that out later. But yeah, most likely we'll be streaming again tomorrow. No tournaments or anything this weekend, unfortunately, so that sucks. But yeah, I'm excited. Do a vlog video. I'm gonna be like with my wife and my family most of the time. I mean, we're going to the Grand Canyon, but we'll see. I kind of need a break from like like social media and stuff. I'm probably just gonna use it as a nice reset where I'm not spending like fucking 5 hours a day on Twitter and Discord and stuff. But I could take some video. I'll see. I'll probably take some video, and if we get cool enough stuff, I'll make like a little vlog. But trust me, it's not going to be that interesting. But yeah, I'll probably see you guys tomorrow. I need to head out, so no raid today. Apologies.
But thank you so much for hanging out, and I'll catch you guys. Actually, let me check. No, sorry, I gotta go. I'm also super hungry. See you guys tomorrow. Bye.